Alright, I believe we are live. Welcome in everybody to District Nation, Washington Nationals play-by-play, right here on District Nation. We're live and we got a subscriber before the stream even started. Thank you to Spaceman Sports. He creates content as well. I will make sure to at some point post a link for everybody in the chat or somewhere where you can get a link to his channel. He makes shorts. He's more Yankees related, but he does make some good Yankees content. I do like watching him just to see some baseball content. So there you go. Sub to at Spaceman Sports. I believe that's his at. It's Spaceman Sports 4129. And welcome everybody to the first game of a 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Cincinnati Reds. We'll get started with the starting lineups, batting order, what the field's looking like, the pitching matchup. But first off, quickly, the Nationals are not on a good streak here as they go into game number 139 and 60. It is very possible that they lose 100 games this season. So it's not the best game so far for the season for the Nationals. Hopefully they can bounce back a little bit. We know that they've got some talent hitting-wise. You've got Josh Bell in the lineup today, Nathaniel Lowe, James Wood. All those big hitters, I assume that they have more than what they've shown today. I think they are going to show out a little bit. We can trust on them a little bit to show out. That's the big thing. Also, the bullpen has been a big problem. The bullpen giving up most of the runs. The highest ERA in the league. But the starters, we have a good starter on the mound today in Jake Irvin. Jake Irvin's a really good pitcher. 7-5, the most wins on the team with a 4.58 ERA. He's a good pitcher. He's going to go along. Hopefully we can hand it over to maybe just Luis Garcia. Luis Garcia, Jose Afer, and Kyle Finnegan, get over with this game. Get ready for tomorrow. I think that's your biggest opportunity. Just do that. Jake Irvin has been known to go far. He's been up to 8 innings during that 4th of July matchup. He went 8 innings. So he's not a stranger to going long in games. He can go long. I think he has potential to, so we'll see how the Nationals do against him. The Reds do against Irvin tonight as we quickly are going to interact with our scoreboard here. Trying to get this to work. We might just switch it to ESPN. I think that's what we're going to do. As we are about to get going. Yeah. I do mostly sports news. The Spaceman, he does more sports news, no stream. I enjoy watching some of his shorts. I personally am subscribed on my other account that I use in the chat sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe on this channel in between one of the innings, but everyone subscribe to Spaceman Sports. As we get ready for this game, we're switching the board to ESPN because Yahoo Sports doesn't want to work with me today. It worked yesterday, but we're going to use ESPN tonight. As you know, the scoreboard's going to be ahead of me. The only rule, don't spoil in the chat. Make the game enjoyable for everybody. It's Washington Nationals and the Cincinnati Reds are going to start a 3-game series. We'll be covering 2 of the games. We'll be covering today's game, and then Wednesday we'll be covering the 3rd game of the 3-game series. There's a small chance we do tomorrow's game. Hopefully I can, but chances are we're not going to be able to do it. About 10 minutes away from first pitch, the Washington Nationals and the Cincinnati Reds. We're at 21 subscribers on the subscriber count. As you know, we're trying to get to 30 subscribers before our since YouTube's not running, but that's not right. Before opening day or preseason for the NFL, we want to hit 30 subscribers. We're at 21, so I think it's possible. So looks like everything is working on the ESPN side that wasn't working previously. So we're getting going at 6:45 is going to be game time. As you know, stream's going to be ahead of me. We will get started now with the starting lineups, and then we'll look at some of the games tonight. And then after that, we'll get started with the play-by-play. Now, starting for the Cincinnati Reds, who are 52-48, second in the NL Central. We'll get started with their starting lineups. Leading off in center field is going to be T.J. Friedl. Batting second is the second baseman, Matt McLain. Batting third, the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Cruz is their best hitter, obviously. Cruz is going to be their most effective in the field, but he has been a little off in the field. He has had a little trouble in the field. Batting fourth is going to be your left fielder, Austin Hayes. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Gavin Lux. Spencer Steer is hitting sixth. Steer's playing first base. Batting seventh And at third base is Noelvi Marte. Batting eighth is going to be the right fielder Jake Fraley. And batting ninth is catching Jose Trevino. And on the mound is going to be Brady Singer. Singer has a 7-7 record, 4.32 ERA. Once again, that's Friedel, McLean, De La Cruz, Hayes, Luxtier, Marte, Fraley, Trevino, with Singer on the mound for the Reds, who are second in the NL Central. For the Washington Nationals, who are 39-60, dead last in the NL East behind the Braves in fourth. Leading off at shortstop is going to be C.J. Abrams, batting second. The left fielder, James Wood. Batting third in the designated hitter position, Josh Bell. Nathaniel Lowe's playing first base. Lowe's hitting fourth. Batting fifth is Brady House. House playing third base. Batting sixth in right field is Mr. Dalen Lyle. Batting seventh and second base, the backup second baseman who mostly faces lefties, Ahmed Rosario. Batting eighth is the most offensive production catcher, Riley Adams, who had a very good offensive game yesterday. Drove in the only run in that 8-1 loss. Adams had a solo home run on the RBI, one of the only hits. And batting ninth in center field is going to be Jacob Young. On the mound for the Washington Nationals is Jake Irvin, 7-5 record with a 4.58 ERA. Once again, that's Abrams, Wood, Bell, Lowe, House, Lyle, Rosario, Adams, Young with Irvin. On the mound, our umpires. We'll get our umpires as we get going soon enough. Stu Sherwatter's behind the plate. Dan Merzel is at first base. Jordan Baker second. And James Jean is the man at third. Now, we'll get going looking at some other scores and games going on in tonight's baseball world. We have a lot to talk about tonight. There's stuff that's gone on, especially with my channel and sports world in general. No games have started yet. We're all in warm-up on MLB.com. Basically, if you're wondering, that means their games are about to get started. We have a few viewers right now. Thank you to everybody. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Let's get 5 likes tonight with our stream. That's something we haven't gotten during a stream yet. I think our record for views-wise is still the All-Star game with over 200. But now, as we get into Washington Nationals and Reds, it says Padres on there. I will change that. I always forget to change that text. So we'll get up the game in just a second. Excited to see what the Nationals can do in tonight's game. Hopefully they can bounce back from not the best offensive game, make it a good defensive game. Or bounce back from an offensive game, come out playing defensively well, come out, bring out the bats tonight, have a good game. I think that's all that matters. If you can bounce back from a bad loss, the Padres just took 2 of 3 from you, now you just bounce back. So we're getting our scoreboard set. I forgot to change it from Padres. I apologize for that. I was been kind of preoccupied today. Had a little bit of stuff to do. It's been a lot of what also is stopping me from being able to do the work. So, like number 1 from Spaceman Sports. Thank you to Spaceman. Spaceman makes content, of course. Go subscribe to Spaceman Sports, who I do watch for my good views. But if you need some good content, some quick stuff on the Yankees, hang out with him. He brings you no streams, but he'll bring you videos. He'll bring you content. Not the biggest hockey man the other sport he covers, but I'm a Nats fan, so I like to follow around with all 30 MLB teams. So it's nice to see the competition. As we're getting going, in just a moment, the game is about to begin. We're about 6 minutes away from first pitch, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the other matchups going on in the baseball world tonight. So as we get MLB up. And the first game to start tonight is going to be the Padres and the Marlins, and then the Cleveland Guardians and the Baltimore Orioles will play. In Pittsburgh, the Tigers and the Pirates face off. Here, of course, Nationals and Reds, and then you have the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies. Then you have the Angels and the Mets. Some games that are not in warm-up mode yet. They're starting around 7 o'clock. You have the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Since Spaceman's in here, I'll say I'm rooting for the Yankees in that matchup. Then the Giants and the Braves. Tampa Bay Rays and Chicago White Sox. And then Kansas City Royals and Chicago Cubs, Athletics and Rangers. And then the Cardinals and the Rockies. And then the later games starting around 9:40, Diamondbacks and Astros. Brewers and Mariners, and of course the Dodgers and the Twins at 10:10. Not going to be covering that game, but I'm obviously going to watch. Don't really have much to prep for tomorrow, so I'm going to watch some baseball tonight after this game. It is earlier than usual with our last night games we've been covering. I mean, the All-Star game started at 8 p.m. My 7:10 game I covered between the Reds and Cardinals and the Nationals. The Brewers was an afternoon game. So this is the first kind of normal game that we're covering that's a 6:45 start. So we're starting in just a minute. And we have a couple of likes on the stream. Thanks to everyone who's watching. 2 likes. Spaceman is a like. Someone else is a like. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can get a subscriber tonight. We already got Spaceman before the stream. Spaceman, thank you to you. And thanks for the support tonight. So we'll be checking in with some MLB Round the House in between plays. We'll be doing that as the game's about to start between the Washington Nationals and Cincinnati Reds. I think we're getting going in just a moment. It's like the players are getting ready to go, if you're wondering. The Reds are wearing their alternate red uniforms, and the Nationals are wearing their alternate blue uniforms. So we get going for the first game of this 3-game series. If you're wondering what it looks like for the Nationals as they get ready to run onto the field, the starting lineups are being announced in Nationals Park. The defense behind Jake Irvin, Riley Adams is catching. At first base is Nathaniel Lowe, Ahmed Rosario at second, Abrams at short, and no problem from Spaceman. Thank you for liking and subscribing tonight. And Brady House is at third, and left field's James Wood, Jacob Young in center field, and Dalen Lyle in right field. As Jake Irvin's coming out of the bullpen now. So in both seasons, in 2024 and 2025, at the 20 start mark, Jake Irvin's had 7 wins. So pretty consistent. I mean, if you're going to have a consistent starter, I personally think he deserved All-Star. Even if that meant passing up Gore's spot, Jake Irvin had 7 wins coming out of it. Right now, record 7-5. I mean, at one point he was 7-2. So around the All-Star voting, he was 7-2. I personally think Irvin was robbed. Give them both the All-Star. But that's not how we're going to do it. We're back at home. The District of Columbia with some baseball. Or DC. Between the Nationals and the Reds, we're getting started. And the game is about to be going. Now, since we have some time, we'll take a look at the rest of the schedule. This is a 3-game series starting here on Monday. It'll go till Wednesday. There's an off day on Thursday. And on Friday, the Nationals head out for a Western swing to play the Minnesota Twins. To start, we'll be covering all 3 games of that series. Then you have Houston Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. Then you come back home to play Milwaukee at home. Then you're off day and play Athletics, but let's not get too ahead. And our stream schedule, what that looks like, we've got a couple streams coming up. Excited to bring you a lot of varieties of sports. But I'll tell you all about them. We have quite a few sports coming up with NBA starting up. We're going to get a lot of good sports. NBA, NFL preseason. I do live in Marlins territory, but I was never a fan of them. Do you think Marlins fans even exist? Like, if we're really being honest, do Marlins fans exist? I've seen that stadium. They are empty every game. I swear Marlins. They might be not existent because that stadium brings out 30 people total each game. There's passionate fans. Yeah, you've talked about living in Florida. You've described Florida a lot. And you're there. 21, a lucky number for subscribers. So on Wednesday, we have a noon stream for a 12:05 game. Then we go out for the 3-game series with the Twins. And then that Sunday night, we're covering some BC Lions football. If you're wondering, that is CFL football. We're covering that. That's our stream schedule for now. We're going to have a few games in between then. But then August 8th, first preseason game for the Commanders. So my question, I'm going to put this in the chat now. We're going to make a poll. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to put in a poll for what's your favorite, or some sort of like question where I can say who's your favorite team. So yep. Barely seen any Marlins jerseys. Yep. I'm assuming you've never worn one either. That's just a hunch, but As we're getting going now, the ESPN might be a bit ahead of me. I'm accepting that now. ESPN's going to be ahead of me in this game. As long as it's getting going. Yeah, we're going to get going. I'm going to change it to the box score because that's easier. I don't like the game casts. We're going to get going. Jake Irvin's on the mound. 20 games this season, 7-5 record with a 4.58 ERA over 116 innings, a 1 point against him. He has a K rate of 17%, walk rate of 8%. He's going to throw a four-seamer, a curveball, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a cutter as well. 3% for both the slider and the cutter for usage. As we're getting going now, here's first pitch from Irvin. It is outside to TJ Friedl. Count. We are underway here from DC with a 3-game series. Here we go. Irvin is going to go right back into his quick wind. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball foul down the left field line. But I always was a Yankees fan since my infant years. Yeah, I've been to a Yankees game, in fact, when I was like 8 years old. That was a crazy environment. Amazing place to be. Great field. 267 average for Friedl, 9 home runs. First pitch tonight was right on time at 6:45. Irvin back into the wind. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul. It'll be 1-2. Irvin working a 1-2 count. Nats wearing their blue uniforms, red and white trim. And then the Reds wearing their alternate reds with white trim. Irvin's going to take some time here. Look down. I think he called some time. So 1-2 count. Irvin facing Friedl with an open and low stance. The 1-2. Swinging a chopper. And that one was off of the glove of Irvin. And it took a weird spin towards the gap between second and first. Sneaks barely into the outfield as Ahmed Rosario will have to chase it, and that's a leadoff base hit for TJ Friedl. I believe they're going to give him a base hit for that. So it's like ESPN isn't ahead of me for once. Well, it's Mr. Rhino in the chat. Hey, yo. Rising Rhino in the house. What up, Rhino? How we doing tonight? Hopefully we're all having a good day in the chat. Here's first pitch. Right in there, called strike one to Matt McLain. It'll be an 0-1 count. So base hit sneaking through the infield for Friedl brings up Matt McLain with a runner on first. 215 with 11 home runs for Matt McLain. Hey, Spaceman Sports, we got Rhino in the chat. Irvin sets. The 0-1 to McLain is low ball 1. It'll be a 1-1. Rhino, if you didn't notice, there is a football stream for this Sunday. Hope you don't mind if I call one. Aloha. He's in Florida, not Hawaii, Rhino, but we've got the hello from the Rhino. That was a ball. The 1-1 pitch to McLain. Right in there, called strike 2. So it'll be a 1-2 count. If you didn't notice, I think I told Rhino about this last night. I posted a short last night, and we got 2K views. So it's going to be a 1-2 count with a runner on first. The pitch to McLain. Swinging a fly ball, shallow right field. Lyle will take a few steps in. He'll make the catch on the run for the first out of the inning. So after the base hit, Irvin gets an immediate out. So we have Rhino and Spaceman here tonight. What up, Spaceman Sports from Florida? And we got Rhino, who covers mostly football. Subscribe to both of those guys. Rhino, you're going to get NFL, UFL, CFL, Football Sunday. Yes, Rhino. We're covering the BC Lions. That's the team that I've covering. I'm excited to call them. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. First pitch to him is low and inside. Congrats on the 2K views. Exciting. Thank you. So that was way inside and gets past to Adams. And Friedl will head on up to second on the wild pitch. So now it's going to be after the wild pitch off of the glove of Adams. Friedel's on second now with one out. Irvin sets, glove held high. The 1-0 to De La Cruz. Right in there, called strike 1. Mentioned by Rhino this Sunday. Football Sunday, yes. We've got some football coming up. BC Lions, and I forgot the Tiger Cats. It's the Lions and the Tiger Cats, hosted by the Lions for a Week 8 matchup. The 1-1 to Cruz. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Wood chases over, and he'll make a catch. 2 outs now. Lions fan, yes. Taking on the BC Lions. I totally didn't just go into a generator and think, who do I want? Because I'm not being biased. They're 4th place in the Eastern Division, or West. I can't remember which one they're exactly in. I think they're in either division. They're second to last in their division. So it's not like I'm being biased here. If you're wondering, Terry Francona is the manager for the Reds, and it's an interim manager for the Nats. First pitch from Irvin. Outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-0. Rhino, do you have a CFL team that you follow closely? Because I know you call all the games. So it's going to be Austin Hayes, the left fielder, hitting the cleanup spot. 289, 10 home runs, 40 RBIs with an 877 OPS. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Hayes swings through the slider down the middle. It'll be a 1-1. Irvin sets. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So it'll be a 1-2. Yes, NFL preseason technically begins next week. I thought it began. Yeah, the training camp's been going on, but the first game's the Hall of Fame game between the Chargers and the Lions. Excited to see that game. I'm not going to call it, but I'm going to watch it. Getting the first taste of NFL football in a while. Yeah, NFL preseason. I cover all of them, of course, but I'm a Stamps fan. 1-2. Swinging a line drive into center field. Young going back, finding his way onto the track. And he'll make the catch a few steps in front of the track. So that'll end the top of the first inning. For the Reds, no runs, 1 hit. There's an error by the Nationals. They leave a man. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, it is 0. And then coming up is the Nationals. We'll look at the chat. I cover all of them, but of course I'm a Stamps fan, but because close to the Colts, yeah. I'm Lions. It's not because of, it's not because of Detroit. I like the Lions. They look cool. I've watched CFL. It's much better than NFL. I mean, that's true. That's very true. I don't think it's much more fun, but that's gonna be the first football game I call, so yeah, it's fun times. Rhino makes it real fun. Yeah, so Sunday Night Football tomorrow. Already have 19 views throughout the entire stream, thanks to everyone who's come, everyone who's hit that like button and subscribed. We've gotten 1 subscriber tonight. Be sure to hit that like button. Yeah. Like NFL, it's always the same story, right? Rinse and repeat. Yeah, exactly. I like CFL because also there's the different rules. I think I like that 12-person. I like the 12-person layout because you're guaranteed a fullback. I think I like that. It's bigger field, so a lot more can happen. And I looked at some highlights. It seems like they collect more. Wash, rinse, repeat. Yep. That's basically some NFL. Yeah. So, Spaceman, do you follow the New York? Do you follow the Jets? Is that your team for football? Because I know Rhino, he's the Colts. And I'm the Commanders. Fitz is streaming the Sox, so I think it's the White Sox and the Phillies, I think. The Sox and the Phillies. Abrams is going to hit here in the bottom of the first inning. Abrams, then Wood, and then Bell, the switch hitter for the 1-2-3. And it's going to be Brady Singer on the mound. He's 7-7 through his 19 starts. 4.32 ERA over exactly 100 innings. 0.135 whip, 251 opponent average. Here's the first pitch to Abrams. Right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. Fitz is streaming the Sox right now. In between innings, I like to do MLB round the house a little bit, so we do get to look at a lot of the games. The 0-1. High and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Rinse, wash, repeat. That's a good way to explain the NFL. 283 average for Abrams with 13 home runs and 36 runs knocked in. Singer with a quick windup. The 1-1 is outside, ball 2. He kicks his leg back quickly and then goes right back into the wind. Something interesting. He's already making a mark in the dirt because of it. Here's the 2-1 to Abrams. Swing and a jam shot foul, and it'll be 2-2. So it's going to be into the wind. The 2-2 inside, ball 3. So it'll be a 3-2 now. 3-2, no outs. We have 20 views on the day. into line. The pitch to Abrams. Low ball 4, and that's a walk for C.J. Abrams to start the bottom of the first inning. So Abrams is on first, and that'll bring up the left fielder James Wood. Might have been a strike, to be honest. I think home plate umpire Stu Sherwater might have missed that call, but I'm not complaining. That's for our team. So now Abrams will lead away from first and facing the big James Wood, who's in a big slump. He got out of it last night with a knock, though. First pitch from Singers. Single line drive into left center field. That's going to plug the gap into this left center field. That'll roll all the way to the wall. Abrams coming around third. He's going to try to score. The throw from De La Cruz is not in time. C.J. Abrams scores from first on the James Wood double. Washington Nationals 1, Reds nothing. Woods with his 20th double of the season. Great hit from him. James Wood plugged the gap, rolled all the way to the wall, and Abrams scored easily on it. We were just talking about Wood's slump. I think that's no more, as it's 1-0 Nationals here in the bottom of the first inning. I mean, coming off of a loss, coming out of getting taken 2 of 3 from in a series, you want that. It'll be a ball outside to Josh Bell. Great for Wood. Get out of the slump immediately. Find your way out. Get on the board quickly. If you feel like you're going to struggle, avoid the struggle. Don't pitch to Bell. Swing a line drive down the right field line, and that is foul. Just foul. It'll be a 0-1 count. So it'll be 1-1 with no outs. Woods away from second as it's a 1-0 game. To everyone who's coming in, I see some people in. Just, like, subscribe. And the scoreboard is going to be a bit ahead of me. I'm sorry. Singer sets. Pitch to Bell. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right field. To the track. Off the wall. Right fielder plays it off the wall. Wood cannot go anywhere. Bell will take a dive in a second. He's safe. And Wood will head over to third. Big hit from Josh Bell off the very top of the wall. And on second with his 10th double of the season. He goes single and then back-to-back doubles. So now, when he goes very off the top of the wall, runners on second and third with no one out here in the bottom of the first inning. So now it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe, the first baseman. In the last couple games, the bottom of the lineup has been the team area to watch. This time it's the top. Just put the ball in play here and we could have a 2-3-0 game. So it was hit to the right fielder Fraley. He had to play it off the wall. So it came off the very top of the wall. 27 views on the day. Thank you to everyone who's here today. So runners on second and third, no one out. It's going to be Nathaniel Lowe against Brady Singer. First pitch to Lowe is outside, ball 1. So it'll be a 1-0 count. 229 average for Lowe with 15 bombs. Here's the pitch. Right in there, called strike 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. We got a few people in the stream right now. 7 people in right now. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. So it'll be 1-1. The pitch to Lowe is low, ball 2. Low to Lowe. So it's Lowe with house on deck. No outs. Runners on second and third. Singer sets. The pitch to Lowe. High, ball 3. 3-run count. 3-1 count. So it's 3-1. No one out. Singer comes set. Hands lower, and he's bent over a little bit. The 3-1 to Lowe. So near the ground ball foul, and it'll be 3-2. It's going to be 3-2 with no one out. Singer comes down. He's a little bit of a mullet with his hair. So does Singer. The 3-2 Lowe. Low ball 4, and the bases will be loaded for Brady House. 2 walks in the inning for Brady Singer. I mean, that's one way to look at it for this game is if you're feeling unsure about your offense, get it started quickly. Draw the walk, hit a double, hit another double, and walk. That's the perfect situation if you want to feel good and make sure you know that you're going to do well offensively, you can't make yourself sure of it. Might as well have an ending like this. Here's the pitch to House, and it's right in there, called strike one. So it'll be 0-1. The pitch to House. Low and outside, ball two. So it'll be 1-1, bases loaded. The pitch to House. Right in there, called strike two. It'll be a 1-2 count. So it's going to be 1-2 with the bases loaded. The pitch to Brady House. Swinging a ground ball, foul. And we'll do 1-2 again. Chopped right to the third base coach, Ricky Gutierrez. Ricky Gutierrez on the lines at third. Gerardo Parra, the former player, on the lines at first. So it's going to be 1-2 and no outs. Singer comes set. Here's the 1-2 to House. Swing and a miss at a low and outside slider. First out is a strikeout. So that's a first out of the inning. The bases are still loaded and it's only one out. It's going to be Dalen Lyle to hit now. 31 views on the day. Thank you so much to everybody. And we're only in the bottom of the first inning. So Dalen Lyle hit 223, 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. First pitch to Lyle. Seeing a ground ball through the hole in right field, down the line, past the dive of the first baseman. Wood'll score. Fraley slides into the corner, and he bobbles it. Bell's going to score. Now coming around third, and Dalen Lyle's into third with a triple. Dalen Lyle with a 3-run triple in the bottom of the first inning. Clear. Ripped it down the line, past the dive of the first baseman. Steer all the way into the corner as Frazier as he got up. That isn't that. And it's. I said it before the game. The Nationals needed offense. That's some great play-by-play call. Love this, doing this. Low scores from first, Bell from second, Wood from third. So it is 4-0. And now Lyle's on third. So now, there's a runner on third, and Ahmed Rosario up to face Singer. Ahmed Rosario has been facing mostly lefties as Garcia faces the righties. So that's why Garcia tends to get more starts. Singer into the line, the pitch to Rosario. Swinging a fly ball. This will be on the infield. Second baseman McLean gets under it and catches it for the second out of the inning. That's a fly out to the second baseman. And now it's going to be the catcher Riley Adams, who had a home run last game in that afternoon game yesterday. He's hitting 153 in his limited at-bats with 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 5.28 OPS. Here's a pitch to Adams. It is a low ball 1. And if you're wondering, Singer is working out of the wind because it's a runner on third and Lyle probably won't steal home, and he has a quick windup anyway. He kicks his leg back and goes in. The 1-0. So in a ground ball, this will be back to the pitcher Singer, who fired over to first in time to get the running Adams. So that'll end the inning, but the Nationals get 4 on the board. 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and they leave a man. As we go to the top of the second inning, it is 4-0 Nationals. We talked about it in the pregame. The way you do that, you just get out of it quickly, get into the offense. They were probably nervous about their offense coming into this. Don't be nervous. Draw a walk to start it, then get a couple hits in a row, draw another walk. Let Dalen Lyle clear the bases with a triple. Amazing hit by Dalen Lyle. Dalen Lyle is very talented. I think that it was great that we didn't try to sign any of the big players that we wanted to. I know that the Nationals were involved. And I know Spaceman might get mad at me here because he's a Yankees fan, but the Nationals were involved in that signing, there was many teams that were looking at Soto. Mets obviously got him, but if we had gotten Soto and he would have played, we wouldn't have seen Daylen Lyle. And Daylen Lyle is a part of the future. I think if the Nationals ever win a World Series, Daylen Lyle is going to wear a ring. As we go to the top of the second inning in a 4-0 game, Irvin now having some run support. He's going to face Gavin Lux, the designated hitter, to start this off. 4-0 Nationals. Thank you to Spaceman for that kind message. That's some great play-by-play calling. So it's all Daylen Lyle as we go to the second inning off that Lyle triple. Big hit from Daylen Lyle, big in the first inning. I wish MLB could get players more mic'd up. I like seeing players get mic'd up. And I'd like to hear what Lyle had to say about that triple. I know I wouldn't have because I'm calling it, but just hearing it after the game, that'd be still cool. As we go to the top of the second now, Gavin Lux is going to face Jake Irvin. Irvin goes right back into the wind. The first pitch from Irvin to Lux is high, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. On deck after Lux is Spencer Steer, the first baseman. .263 average with 4 home runs and 37 RBIs for Lux. Ball up high, ball two. So it'll be a 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0 from Irvin. That's a curveball that bends in there at 77 miles an hour, called strike, so it'll be a 2-1. So it's 2-1, no outs. Irvin back in the line. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. This will be at the first baseman low. He'll back it up a little bit and take it himself and tag the bag for the first out of the inning on a 3 unassisted. So that's the first out of the inning. And it's going to be the first baseman Steer to hit now. Looking at comparison between these teams, game 101 for the Reds, game 100 for the Nationals, 52-48 record for the Reds, 39-60 for the Nationals. Irvin back into the wind. The first pitch to Steer. And that's just high, ball one. Looks like it was in the zone. Be sure you guys like and subscribe to this content. Called strike one, it'll be a 1-1. Be sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel for more Nats baseball content. Thank you, Spaceman Sports. Listen to him and subscribe to Spaceman Sports too. He makes Yankees content. The 1-1. And that's high, ball two. It'll be a 2-1. Thank you, Spaceman, for being here today. Irvin in the wind. 2-1 to Steer. Swing, and the curveball's hit out into shallow right field. Ahmed Rosario going out, and he'll make an easy catch for the second out of the inning. So now it's going to be... I keep forgetting this guy's first name. I need to write first names on here. It is Noel V. Marte. That's Noel V. Marte. That's third baseman in today's game. Irvin into the wind. First pitch to Marte. Swing and a miss at an outside slider. It'll be an 0-1 count. Noel V. Marte, 271 with 6 home runs, 23 runs batted in. The 0-1 from Irvin. Swing and a miss at another outside slider in BO2. Has to be so many notes on these guys before the game. So an 0-2 with 2 outs. So we 0-2, 2 outs here. The pitch is low, ball one. It'll be a 1-2. So we 1-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Marte. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and that's the third out of the inning. First strikeout for Irvin. As we go to the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 4-1 or 4-0 Nationals. Can't discredit them. The Nationals are shutting out the Reds as we go to the bottom of the second inning. I don't know. What are the cursed words? Because I don't want to say things that are like the cursed words. I don't want to say them. I think shutout isn't one of them. You can say it and it won't jinx it. I don't think that's the rule. I don't know. I believe that's the rule. You can say it. Play the Jays today. Why don't we go check in on your game, Spaceman? Because we have an inning. We'll check in on the lineups and some of the stuff tonight. Yep, top of the first inning. And it looks like they're already in their game today. We play the Jays. Spaceman hoped to see like some sort of content out of it. Grisham's your leadoff hitter? I did not know Grisham was hitting leadoff. Grisham, Judge, Chisholm, Stanton, Dominguez, Goldschmidt, Wells, Volpe, Peraza. Or Peraza, however you say that. But Judge is hitting right now. He's in a 2-2 count with 1 out facing Kevin Gausman. So that's your update on the Yankees. Spaceman can put in his updates as we go. 42 views on the day. Thank you to everyone who's been here tonight for today's play-by-play broadcast. It's going to be Jacob Young on the top of the lineup with Abrams up. We'll do some MLB Round the House in between the second and third inning because we'll have more time. So we'll check it on the Yankees game. Since Spaceman is here, I'll do a little play-by-play for the Yankees, just a bit, in between innings. Since you're new and haven't been around here, Spaceman, we sometimes go to break and ads, but we also tend to go call other games while we wait. That's something this chat does. We hang out, call some other games. So it's going to be Jacob Young, the center fielder, in this 4-0 game. He's going to face Brady Singer. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. Into the line, the first pitch to Singer. Right in there, called strike 1 from Brady Singer. .240 average for Young, no bombs yet, the 0-1. So, the line drive caught by Steer. What a catch. On the line drive, right back to him. He nabs it. So that's an L1 if you're scoring. Just a line drive right back to him. Young smoked it. It got a little high, but Singer put his glove up and caught it. So that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup. And it's going to be C.J. Abrams. This will be the first out here. In his first plate appearance, C.J. Abrams drew a walk to lead off the bottom of the first. Singer back in the line. First pitch to Abrams. High and outside, ball 1. Should it be a 1-0 count? In the line, the pitch to Abrams is a low ball 2. Nationals had that 4-run first inning. It's already feeling their offense a bit. So it will be a 2-0 here. Singer will go right back into the line. The pitch to Abrams. Called strike 1 right in there. It'll be a 2-1 count. Sub it up. Yep, Rhino. The pitch to Abrams. Called strike 2 right in there. So many ups is that? Sub it up. Thank you, Rhino. Means a lot coming for you. Check out Rising Rhino for football content. Always CFL, UFL, and NFL. So it'll be a 2-2 here. The pitch to Abrams. Swinging and a foul, and it'll be 2-2. Yeah, we got Spaceman in here. We had Rhino in here. Always good when you have the Rhino. Rhino is the man. The man, the myth, the legend. So it'll be a 2-2 here. Singer back into his quick, odd windup to Abrams. That is high and inside, ball 3. Yeah. If you want all the different teams, especially the Colts, you can check out Rhino or all the CFL games. We're going to be covering the BC Lions, but we're not covering any more than that because we also have baseball. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. This one will be in fair territory, in foul territory. Third baseman and catcher running over. It'll be the third baseman, Marte, in foul territory for the second out of the inning. So James Wood found a way out of his slump back in the first inning. He has a knock. Good job for him. Nice to see James Wood get into it. And then Lyle had his 3-run triple. I don't usually say this because I don't know when I'm going to make them, but that Lyle triple will most certainly be turned into a YouTube short. Just saying it now. Here's the pitch to Wood. That is high and inside, ball one with a 90-mile-an-hour cutter. So it'll be a 1-0 count. 274 average for Wood, brought it up just a point. He was an all-star with his 24 home runs and 70 ribbies. The pitch to Wood, and he check swings at the first baseman. The first baseman, Sear, will take it to the bag himself for the third out of the inning. Well, not all the at-bats can be winners, so that's a 1-2-3 inning. And then 0 put into the Nats column as we go to the top of the third inning. Nationals 4, Reds nothing. Thanks to everyone who is here tonight or has been here tonight, because we have a magic number. We got 46 views. This is quite a popular stream tonight. Didn't realize that this one would get a lot of views. I was thinking, ooh, easy 6:45 night. We're gonna get the normal Rhino, using maybe some PAS thrown in there, but we had a little bit more tonight. So thank you to everybody who's here tonight, enjoying baseball with us. And we're gonna have football coming up. July 31st is the official first preseason football game. If you are wondering, that's going to be the Lions and the Chargers. There's a CFL game, so Rhino last night said he couldn't cover that. So I'm not going to step in and do that because July 31st is an off day for the Nationals, in fact, actually. So it's an off day for the Nationals. There's a chance that the district might be able to cover that. Don't know, though. July 31st might be a football day for our Lions, the BC Lions. So it's going to be the top of the third inning here in a 4-0 game. It's going to be Jake Fraley to hit and then Alex Trevino. If you're wondering, it's the end of the first inning, the Yankees failed to score in the first inning as we go to the second in Toronto, Canada, where the CFL takes place. So we're going to get here to the top of the third inning. It's the Nationals 4, Reds nothing. Here's first pitch. Swinging a line drive and down the left field line. That's going to be not caught by Wood. After a leaping attempt, it's going to go off the wall. Fraley will jog in a second. He will not try for third. It's going to be a double for Fraley to lead off the top of the third inning after Wood made a leaping attempt. So now it's going to be Alex Trevino, the catcher, hitting ninth. Here we go. It's going to be Alex Trevino, the catcher. Irvin sets. First pitch to Trevino is outside, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. So we got a Q&A in there now. Who's your football team? Put in anyone. It'll be outside, ball two. So you can click on that Q&A. You can put your answer in. So we got 51 views throughout the day. Or just put it in the chat. I think we're going to do that. The 2-0. Right in there, called strike one, and it'll be a 2-1 count. Just put your answer in the chat or use the Q&A. Who's your MLB team? We'll end it around the... We'll do it the stadiums. At least the Nationals. Bottom of the 7th inning. We'll end it. So it'll be a 2-1. It's a pitch from Irvin. Called strike two on the outside corner. It'll be 2-2. So it'll be 2-2 and no outs. Got a few viewers in. Be sure to hit that like button. And as Rhino said, sub it up, 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 up. Here's the 2-2 to Trevino, and it is outside, ball three, and it'll be a 3-2 count. Everyone hit that like button. We're trying to hit to 5 tonight during the stream. Irvin sets. 3-2 pitch to Trevino. So in a ground ball, Irvin nabs it, and he'll chase back into Fraley, and we'll get a rundown now. House going to tag him, and that's going to end the rundown. And Trevino's going to end up at second. On the rundown, Trevino hustled into second base. Smart base running by him. So we're going to get this going. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. It was 1, because it was pitcher to 4 to 5 for the first out of the inning. And Trevino headed a second on the play. So now there's a runner on second with 1 out. Irvin sets. Here's first pitch to the leadoff hitter, TJ Friedl. Swinging a ground ball fouled on the right field line. It'll be an 0-1 count. Trevino, he's one. Or Friedl. Trevino just hit. Friedl is 1 for 1 with a single. And then he went to second on a wild pitch. So it's going to be 0-1 with 1 out. Irvin sets. Here's the pitch to Friedl. Called strike 2. Yeah. We did get another sub today. It's not working on my thing, but we did get another sub today. Wait, we got another sub today. We're at 22. We're at 22, boys. We are at 22. Thank you to that subscriber. Thank you so much. We are at 22, 8 away from 30. So to be no 2 here. Here's the pitch to Friedl. Swinging a fly ball. Hit pretty well out to center field. Young will get under it. He makes the catch. Trevino will not tag. Young makes a powerful throw to third. Makes it on a bounce. Thanks to Rhino for telling me there is a sub. I can't bring his message up. It didn't work that well. There we go. It's working now, but I can't bring up his message. It wasn't in time. But thank you, Rhino, for reminding me we're at 22 now. Double deuce. Yep. We got 2 subscribers tonight, and we still aren't at 5 likes. I don't see how that happened. Coming sets Irvin. Here's the pitch to McLean. Called strike 1 right in there. And Spaceman, I saw your message. Yes, I am kind of new. I started a couple weeks ago. I posted a video first of me calling a game. You started streaming? Yeah, I have. I just started recently. Here's the 0-1. So in a ground ball, chopped to House. He will make a running throw to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. So that will end the inning. They get a hit. They leave a man on as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nationals 4, Reds nothing. Still another 0 for the Reds in their offensive category. I recently started streaming. I'm into Nationals baseball, and I've always called baseball, never really recorded it and posted it, so I started by just recording a game. It's still on there. It's between the Nationals and Phillies opening day matchup. The sound quality was pretty bad until the 6th inning. I really enjoyed doing it, so I decided why not stream a game. So I streamed that game, and then I had a little fun that night. I chatted in the chat that night. That was when I met Rhino in the chat. It was in a Phillies chat, or Diamond Zone. I went after my first stream to the Diamond Zone and gained a couple subs that night. Yeah, so we're at 22 now. 22, and we have 3 likes. We're trying to get 2 ones away from 2 likes away from the 5, which was our goal. So just 2 more likes, get 2 more people in there, and we have 8 subscribers away from 30, which is the goal. We've had 54 views on the day. Thank you to everyone who has stopped in today. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day today. And of course, let Rhino be a part of your day too, the football streamer. Big Rhino. Rhino, that's me. Actually, there's a different Rhino. I think his name is Rizing Rhino. Rizing. It's spelled with a Z. Rizing Rhino. Yeah. We'll get back with the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Josh Bell's going to lead it off, who's 1 for 1 with a double. Looks like the Nats team store has a different look in Stadium. It's got the new logo instead of the older one, the one with the whole circle in it. Game number 100 for the Nationals. They're showing that on the screen. Nice to see game number 100. Pretty round number. We got 62 games left, hoping to stream a couple more. Excited to get into some Nationals baseball. Basing. Yep. Here's a pitch to Bell. That's high and outside. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it's going to be Bell to lead it off. He's 223, 11 home runs, 36 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Bell. Right in there, called strike one. It'll be 1-1. Rhino's here. Rhino's a big football guy. One of the reasons I wanted to start calling football. Rhino's so good at it. Motivation. Here's the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. We got Spaceman here tonight, and we have Rhino. Good to have a couple people. It'll be a 2-1 the pitch to Bell. So a ground ball, I think it was off his foot, because he's saying it hurt. Showing some signs of pain. He hit it, and it went off his foot. So it'll be a 2-2 now, because if it goes off your foot, it's a foul ball. If you swing it and it hits it. 22 subs. Pretty round number. The Juan Soto number. Thank you for telling me, Rhino. It's easy. It's hard to see it sometimes with the whole setup on OBS. So it'll be a 2-2, the pitch to Bell. Swinging a fly ball foul. It'll be 2-2 again. Rhino constantly reminding me when there's growth in the channel. It's nice of him. There's a lot of big streamers on here. But I'm just getting started. So it'll be a 2-2, the pitch to Bell. Low ball 3, and it'll be a 3-2. I don't think Rhino is streaming tonight. It's Monday. He'll start streaming on Mondays, hopefully in the fall. Monday Night Football. And Sunday Night Football and Thursday Night Football. The 3-2. Swing a fly ball! Deep right field! Way back! That one's going to get up to the second deck in right field. That ball is gone! Watch it fly! Josh Bell with a bomb! He almost had one in the bottom of the first inning. He grabs one in the bottom of the third inning. Nationals 5, Red 0 on Josh Bell's first RBI on the day, his second run of the day, with a big fly from him, and it is 5-0 Nationals. He'll get some high fives, and he'll get the Uncle Slam hat in the dugout. They've upgraded it. Soon, Thursday to Monday. Yep, some big football coming. Right here, we got a 5-0 game. Big fly from Josh Bell. Gets him on the board. I thought he'd hit one. Here's pitched to low, and it's outside ball 1. When you do that on your first at-bat, putting it off the top of the wall, the one thing that's going through your head, hit one out. And he does, down the right field line. Next pitch is outside to Nathaniel Lowe. So an RBI for Josh Bell and a home run. It's number 12 on the season. 5-0. We thought the offense wouldn't be too strong. Next pitch to Lowe, and he laces this one to center field. But Friedel's there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Sets a fly out to center. Big fly from Josh Bell. 12th home run of the season, and it's 5-0 Nationals. So we have 2 good calls so we could turn into shorts here. So we have the Bell home run, and we have the Lyle. I think the Lyle one was better. I got more excited for that. So the first home run of the game, surprisingly, in a 5-0 game. The umpire saying something to Singer. It must be he's working too quickly. Trying to quick pitch Brady House, who's over 1 with a K. Bell got to wear the Uncle Slam hat. First pitch to House. Swing a ground ball foul to the third baseman. It'll be an 0-1 count. 5-0, and we're only in the bottom of the third inning. Go Nats. This is what happens when you're loyal to a team. You get these moments where it's 5-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Even if they lose this game, we enjoyed this. It's pitched from Singer. Swinging a ground ball foul again, so it'll be 0-2. So it'll be 0-2 to House, who's wearing stirrup pants with red socks with these alternate blue uniforms. Back in the line, the pitch to House is outside ball 1. It's 60 views now for the stream. Great number. Here's the 1-2 to House. Swinging a ground ball fouled on the right field line this time. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Singer is going to go back into the line, the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's going to get into base hit land. So Fraley picks it up out in right field, and that's a base hit for Brady House. To right field, an Oppo Taco shot for a nice round base hit. So now there's a runner on first with 1 out. And Dalen Lau coming up, who already does have a triple in this game. He already has the hardest part of the cycle. Let's get going with the cycle. I like his stance. It's nice and open and generates power. First pitch to Lyle's low, ball 1. Lyle has a very nice stance. 1 for 1 with a 3-run triple. Driving into 3 RBIs on the day. Here's the 0-1 to him, or 1-0, swinging a foul. 1-1 as he laced that one down the left field line. So it'll be a 1-1. House leads away from first. Pitch to Lyle. Seeing a line drive down the left field line again, and it's foul 1-2. So now it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch. House is going. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. House was going on that one, but Lyle fouled it back. So now Singer checking on House. Steer still holding him. House is not going, and he is going. The pitch, swinging a foul again. Out of play down the left field line. It'll be 1-2 again. This is baseball at its finest with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning. After the Josh Bell home run, he has 2 hits. House taking a not as big lead this time. And we 1-2. He does not go the pitch. And that looks like it got him on the hands. He turned and let it hit him on the hands, but it might have gotten him on the bat. I think that might be challenged. But it looks like it got him on the hands, so he will get the base. So that ran inside on him. Hit him in the hands as he had grip on the bat, but that'll send House over to second and Lyle on first. I wish they considered walk singles so we could have the single of the cycle. But he's not. Looks like someone's going to come out. This is either the pitching coach or the manager. But Lyle away from first now. House away from second. This might be the end of the day for Brady Singer. Because this guy's not wearing a uniform. I believe that's the rule. I think this is the end of the day for Brady Singer. It is the end of the day for Brady Singer after 57 pitches. So they're going to go to the bullpen now. It's going to be a bullpen game. After 2.1 innings, the pitcher coming in is going to be Richardson. He's going to come in for the Reds here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll stay right here during this pitching change for the Reds. It's going to be Lyon Richardson coming in for the Reds. He'll come in. So that'll end the day for Singer after the hit by pitch, not a walk. It's a hit by pitch. And it's going to bring up Amed Rosario. Flew out back in the 1st inning. We'll get his line, Brady Singer's line finalized in just a moment. 61 views on the day. He did walk 2 guys and only had 1 strikeout. So I see why they took him out. And if you're wondering, I'm not going to fill out the runs just yet. He has 5 runs given up currently now. But if you're wondering, he can still give up runs because there's 2 runners on. There's Lyle on first, House on second. Either one of them, if they score, it's earned to Singer. So he could have 7 runs given up. If you're just joining us, it's a 5-0 game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's get to 5 likes. We're currently at 3 on the stream. Let's get to 5 tonight. I know we can. So Lyle's going to lead away from first, House from second. And Lyon Richardson is going to take over. 27 games with a 3.73 over 31.1 innings. 131 whip, 220 average against him. First pitch to Rosario. Right in there, called strike 1. Spaceman says, alright, I'm back. Regina says Nationals. Yep, we're covering the Nats game. Pitch to Rosario. Swing and a miss. Had a bad pitch in the dirt. It'd be no 2. What up, Regina? Thanks for subscribing, joining the chat. We love having subscribers. And Spaceman's back. Here's the pitch to Rosario. It's in the dirt ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. I think Regina's answering for the Who's Your MLB team. It's the Nationals. Thanks for answering the poll. So it'll be 1-2. The pitch to Rosario. Called strike 3. Not a good call. Rosario's going to go down looking. First strikeout for Richardson. So Regina, if you're a Nats fan, subscribe. We do DC sports. We cover DC sports. We got the Washington Nationals, Washington Commanders, and Washington Wizards. We're covering a lot of Nats games over this week. We got Wednesday's game, Thursday's game, Friday's game, Saturday's game. The entire week besides Tuesday, sadly. Richardson sets, first pitch to Riley. Swing a line drive into center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. House around third. He's going to score. Daylen Lyle will head into third. And Riley Adams advances to second. So that's a double for Riley Adams. So now it's 6-0 Nationals on the RBI single by Riley Adams. A dunk hit into center field, but he gets a double out of it. So good job for Riley Adams. We'll check if they scored a double. But maybe they will. Thanks, we got one new subscriber in here tonight. In Regina, who's in the chat. We'll check if they give Adams a double on that. Looks like they're going to give him a double. Here's the pitch to Jacob Young, and he lines it into right field. Coming around third is Lyle. And now Adams will stay at third there. But Lyle will score. So it's 7-0 Nationals. And Singer will have 7 earned runs. So Jacob Young, after the Adams double, singles. So now it's 7-0 Nationals. Lyle scores on the play by Adams. Or, excuse me, by the hit by Young. And House scored on the hit by Adams. So now it's a 7-0 game. Jacob Young on first. Riley Adams stands on third. Here's the first pitch to Abrams. And he drives it down the left field line. Foul. 67 views on the day. Thanks to everyone who's been here. We got a big game today. 7-0 lead for the Nationals. Adams away from third. Young away from first. The pitch to Abrams. Swinging a line drive. Foul. So it'll be 0-2. So Regina did subscribe because I have subscribers only on. Thank you, Regina, for subscribing. Here's the 0-2 to Abrams. Swinging a drive. Foul again. So it'll be 0-2. We use the chat all the time. You can say hi in the chat. Make any opinions on the game. Like Spaceman and Rhino do. And I ask them questions. And Spaceman's here. Bottom of the third inning, and it's a 7-0 game. Runners on first and third. Richardson did not do much better than Singer's doing. Richardson will pick off over, and Adams is safe on the tag. It's a 7-0 game. Nationals went ahead and did some work. Abrams in an 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 from Richardson. Swing and a miss right past Abrams. And that's the third out of the inning and the second strikeout for Richardson. So Singer gives up 7 runs, but Josh Bell has a home run. And then House singled, and then Lyle got a hit by pitch. Adams had a double, and Young had a single. Both drove in their respectable runs. And now, as we go to the top of the fourth inning, it's 7-0 Nationals. So we go to the top of the fourth inning. They grabbed 4. In the first inning, they'll grab 3. In the third inning, it's 7-0. Great inning. Looks like my thing doesn't want to work right now. There we go. It's working now, my stream that I'm watching the game on. Thanks to all our new subscribers over the past few days. I've had a few people in the chat today. We got our mods. Thanks to them for doing their job. So we're going to the top of the fourth here in a 7-0 game. The Nationals did what they couldn't last game. I thought the Nationals would have to struggle, maybe score 2 or 3 runs and get the scrappy runs, but they're being powerful today. Maybe Spaceman isn't here, but we're going to take a look at the Yankees game as we go. If you're wondering, to our new subscribers, anyone who's here tonight, we tend to do MLB Around the House, where we look at other games. So we like to do that sometimes. Check in on New York and Toronto are tied at 0 as they're going to the 3rd inning. Good in that game. So we're going to start at the top of the 4th in just a moment. Elly De La Cruz is going to hit. He flew out back in the 1st inning. We're going to the 4th. Nationals Park does look a bit different looking at their cameras. Been there a lot. Favorite stadium, of course. And we're at 68 views. Wow. This turned out kind of like the All-Star game where we had 200 by the 5th inning. So big offense back in the 3rd. Lyles having a day. 1 for 1. Young had a hit. Adams had an RBI hit. First pitch from Irvin De La Cruz is low and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. It's a 7-0 game. Cruz hitting .280 on the season with 18 bombs and 65 ribbies. Pitch from Irvin is right in there, called strike 1 with an 86-mile-an-hour curveball. 70 views on the day. Thank you to everybody who's been here throughout the day, especially our 2 new subscribers, Regina and Spaceman. The 1-1 to Cruz. High and outside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-1 count. Irvin in the 1, the 2-1 to Cruz. Called strike 2. It'll be a 2-2. 2-2 with no outs. Irvin 43 pitches here in the 4th inning. Irvin sets the 2-2. Inside, ball 3. 71 views. Thanks to everyone who's been here. So it'll be 3-2. Irvin back in the line. The pitch to De La Cruz. Outside, ball 4 with a 76-mile-an-hour curveball. And De La Cruz is on base with a walk. So now it's going to be Hayes, the left fielder. This is Austin Hayes, the left fielder. For the walk by De La Cruz. Irvin sets. Pitch to Hayes is outside, ball 1 with a 79-mile-an-hour curveball. We've had a big game today offensively. A lot of cool calls that we have. Irvin sets. Here's the 1-0 to Hayes. Another outside pitch, and it's a 93-mile-an-hour sinker this time. It'll be a 2-0 count. So it'll be a 2-0. The pitch is right in there with a called strike 1. It'll be 2-1. Mike DiBertolo sitting up in his GM box as he's the acting GM. He must be liking his job. Here's the 2-1. Way inside, ball 3. Gets away from Adams, and Cruz will go on up to second base on either the wild pitch or the pass ball. We'll see what they score it. Looks like this official scoring rule is pending. I like to use the official one. It's just easier for me when I go back and do the finalized totals. So that's going to be a 3-1 with no outs. Irvin sets. Here's the 3-1 to Hayes. High, ball 4, and that's 2 walks in a row to start the 4th inning. So we'll see if they've given it a pass ball or a wild pitch yet. I want to see, and looks like now Hickey's going to come out. Jim Hickey's going to come out to talk to Jake Irvin. Just calm him down a little bit after 2 walks. 71 views. Pretty good number tonight. We also have 22 subscribers. 8 away from 30. That's our goal before August 8th, to hit 30 subscribers. So now Irvin's going to step back onto the rubber. So I'm just going to give that a pass ball that Cruz moved up on, because both of them are in air anyway. I'll check in a second. Irvin sets. His first pitch to Lux. Low and outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch to Lux, and it's outside, ball 2. A few viewers in tonight. Let's everyone hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Enjoying some baseball. So it'll be a 2-0 here from Irvin to Lux. The pitch. Swing a ground ball. Oh, a diving play missed by Rosario. Young will chase up after it. De La Cruz will come in to second. And that throw is over the head of House, but Irvin was backing up House and makes a catch, so the ball won't go out of bounds. So now, scoring on the play is De La Cruz. So that's an RBI single for Gavin Lux in the center field. Hayes up to third on the play. And that's an RBI for Lux. So it's 7-1 now. The Reds have their first run of the game. Irvin was luckily backing up House and caught that ball when it went behind him. So it is a pass ball. Here's the pitch to Steer. Swinging a line drive. Abrams nabs it. He fires it over to first. That's not going to be in time. And Lowe will grab it. And now that'll score someone on the play. I'm trying to figure out what happened. So Hayes went to third on the last play, and he will score on that. So it's 7-2 now. So we're going to give Steer a single on that, as he really just kind of ripped that into a hole. And Abrams had to run after it. So now there's runners on first and second. That's a single to Abrams. He ranged over and grabbed it and fired over to first. It was not in time. First pitch to Marte is right in there. Called strike 1. It's a 7-2 game. Runners on first and second, no one out. Here's the pitch from Irvin. Called strike 2, right in there, and it'll be an 0-2 count. So it's going to be an 0-2 with no one out. Irvin sets. Here's the 0-2. Low and outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. So it'll be 1-2 with no one out. Irvin sets. Here's the 1-2. Saying a chopper foul, and we'll do 1-2 again. You're live on District Nation with Washington Nationals Baseball. Only on YouTube right now. We'll probably stay with YouTube, the main streaming platform. So it'll be 1-2 with no one out. The pitch from Irvin to Marte is low and outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Got plenty of streams coming up, so don't go anywhere this week. We're going to have so much sports. We might even work in a District Nation podcast to talk some of that sports. Got a lot of baseball, football game. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball through the hole into left field. Wood will chase after it. Coming around third is Lux. The throw is cut off by House. And Lux will score on the play. Moving up to second is Steer. That's an RBI single from Marte to left field. So Steers into second to hold up the brakes there. Lux scores on the play. So it's a 7-3 game now. The Nationals still hold a 4-run lead solidly. So it's going to bring up Jake Fraley. Marte leads away from first. Steer from second. Irvin sets. First pitch to Fraley. Low and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it's no one out and runners on first and second, and it's Fraley. Here's the pitch. And it's low, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count. Alright. It'll be 2-0 with no one out. We got Gina here in the chat. See what's up to her or him. Next pitch is grounded through the hole into right field. Lyle will chase after it. Coming around third is Steer. He will get to the plate. Not in time. Riley Adams tried to lay a tag. And Steer scores on the play. So that's an RBI single for Fraley to right field now. So it's 7-4. And Marte stands on third now. Fraley on first. We'll see how Nationals approach this. Not even an out in the inning, and there's 3 batters more until they've batted around. So Alex Trevino, the catcher, is going to hit now. First pitch to Irvin. From Irvin to Trevino is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Nationals desperately trying to get some outs now in this 7-4 game. Irvin sets. Here's the pitch. Right in there with a 90-mile-an-hour sinker. It'll be a 1-1 count now. Thanks to everyone who's chosen this stream tonight for their access to Washington Nationals or Cincinnati Reds baseball. Timeout called by Trevino. We'll do some MLB around the house in between this and the next inning. 70 few views tonight. Irvin sets. Here's the 1-1 to Trevino. So I'm going to fly ball foul, and it'll be a 1-2. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're here. I'm trying to hit 5 likes before the stream ends. Coming sets Irvin. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper right back at Rosario. He will step on the bag and fire it over to first in time for the 4-3 double play. So it's a 4-3 double play, but the Reds do get a run on the play as Marte scores from third. So that's 5 runs in on the inning. But now there's no runners on with 2 outs. And already Mason Thompson is warming in the bullpen. First pitch to Friedel is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. It's turned into a big lead to a closer game now. So it'll be a 1-0 with 2 outs. Irvin in the line, the 1-0 pitch. That's outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. Irvin in the line. The pitch to Friedel. High ball 3, and it'll be a 3-0 count. Started turning into a pretty long game. It's only top of the 4th in this 7-5 matchup. Irvin in the line. The 3-0. Called strike 1 right in there. So it'll be 3-1 with 2 outs. The 3-1. High ball 4, and Friedel draws a walk. So now they're going to face Matt McLean, the 9th hitter of the inning. Hopefully they don't bat around. And Cairo's going to come up now. Come out of the dugout. After the 3rd walk of the inning for Irvin, Irvin's going to be done. After 3 2/3. Doesn't look like he's too happy about the decision. It's probably going to be Mason Thompson now as we go to bottom of the 4th still. It's a 7-5 game now. Mason Thompson's going to come out of the pen. So for both teams, this has turned into a bullpen game. We'll get the stat line for Irvin going. Hopefully Thompson can get an out so we don't have to get that batted around and switch up the scorebook. I hate doing that. Here we go. Mason Thompson's going to take the mound now. He's a righty. 79 views on the day. We'll look at Mason Thompson's stats in depth on the regular season. 5 games, 12.27 ERA, 3.2 innings pitched with 3 strikeouts, a 2.73 whip. He has given up 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 guys walked, 3 strikeouts so far. 78 pitches total. A 3.53 average against him, 2.73 whip against him in his 5 games. 2023 was his last more complete season with 51 games. He had a record of 4-4. He did not start any games, but he had 10 holds and a save, 4 save opportunities over his 54 innings, 62 hits, 35 runs. Only 33 of those earned. So Thompson to come in here. Irvin sitting on the bench does not look happy. He walked 3 guys and only grabbed 1 strikeout. So it's going to be McLean against Thompson. This inning has had 4 hits, so hopefully Thompson can hold it here. Already looked at his stats a little bit. The big thing, the 12.27 ERA, hopefully he can get that down over his next few games. He's only had 5 games, so he's had limited opportunities to pitch, obviously. He wears number 79. As he steps onto the rubber, he has a more short arm path instead of a longer. Thompson's set and he brings his hands up, bends over a bit. The first pitch to McLean. Right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. 0-1 with 2 outs. We will take a break here in between the top of the 4th, bottom of the 4th. We just have to do something. The 0-1 pitch from Thompson is low and outside. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. So it's going to be 1-1 with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 from Thompson. Swinging a line drive into left center field. Wood ranging over. He will make an easy catch in the gap. So that'll end the inning. And Irvin does not have any more earned runs. So Irvin only has 5 runs, 5 of them earned. Thompson gets the out. So now they only have 9 hitters go. We are going to take the break here. The Reds get right back onto the board with 5 runs in the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back in just a moment in this 7-5 game on District Nation. Hey, Dad. How was work, Dad? Was his last more complete. First pitch to James Wood is right in there. Called strike 1. It'll be no one. I had some sound there. Didn't want that. The 0-1 from Richardson to Wood. Called strike 2. It'll be an 0-2 count. So it'll be an 0-2 here with no outs. Here's a pitch from Richardson to Wood. High ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. Put it back on game day play-by-play. So it'll be 1-2 with no outs. Here we go. Richardson sets. Here's the pitch to Wood. Swing and a foul, and it'll be 1-2 again. On game day play. So it'll be 1-2 with no outs. It's a pitch from Richardson to Wood. Swinging a line drive to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit all the way to the wall. Fraley chasing after it. Wood rounds first. He will jog in a second, and he has himself a multi-hit game. James Wood with 2 doubles on the day. Grabs another one with a line drive down the line. James Wood just stayed level and hit a ball. That's what he does. He is a very good hitter. It's the reason why he's an all-star. He's not an all-star for no reason. So we runner on second with no outs. Bell up now, who has 2 hits, one of them a home run. This pitch is outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be 1-0, no outs. Here's the pitch to Bell. Outside ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count. We've got plenty of streams going on tonight. We also have this stream going on right now. Here's the 2-0. Check swing. They'll appeal. No, says third base umpire Gene. Got a few viewers in. Be sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit 30 subscribers in a couple weeks before NFL preseason. So it'll be a 3-0. Here's the pitch to Bell. Ball 4, and Josh Bell draws a walk in his 3rd plate appearance. So there's runners on first and second with no one out now. Hope the Nationals get more on the board after that 7-run, or that 5-run 4th for the Reds. Hopefully the Nationals can bounce back. So, it'll be Nathaniel Lowe now hitting in the 4-hole. Here's the first pitch to Lowe. That is low ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be a 1-0 with no outs. Here's the pitch to Lowe. Swinging a fly ball. This one is into foul territory, not a play. So it'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be 1-1 with no outs. So it'll be 1-1, no outs. Here's the pitch to Lowe. Ball 2 to be a 2-1 count. So it'll be 2-1 with no outs. Here's the pitch to Lowe. Outside ball 3. It'll be a 3-1 count. We have 3 likes on the stream. We have 83 views. That's pretty good stats tonight. So it'll be a 3-1 with no outs. Runners on first and second. Richardson will step off. Some night baseball here on a Monday night. If it was a slow Monday, you can kick back, listen to some baseball. Always better to turn around a day with baseball. So it'll be a 3-1 with no outs. It's the pitch to Lowe, and that is outside, ball 4. And a walk for Lowe, so the bases are loaded for Brady House. Brady House had him loaded for him back in the first, but he struck out. We'll see what we can do here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Woods on third, Bell's on second, and Lowe is now on first. Brady House has been good offensively, besides today he had that strikeout, but he still had a knock. So House has been doing well in this pro level. I think he's up here for good. Hopefully he is. He's a very good player. Good fielder, has a great arm. All around, he's a great player. Excited to see what he can do for the system in the future. He's probably the future third baseman. I love seeing his glove. They're showing House highlights right now. So now it's going to be Brady House with no one out. He steps up to the plate. Richardson sets. Here's the first delivery to House, and that is low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be 1-0 to House, who has a .265 average in his few games with the Nats this season. Here's a 1-0 to him. Inside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0. We've had quite a few people in the chat. Thanks to everyone who's been here tonight. Being in the chat tonight. Made it a fun experience tonight. It'll be a 2-0 to House. Lone outside, ball 3. It'll be a 3-0. A walk would still get a run here. So let's see what the Nationals can do. So it'll be a 3-0. No outs. Here's the pitch to House. Called strike 1 right in there, and it'll be a 3-1 count from Lyon Richardson. So it'll be 3-1 with no outs. 3-1. Here's the pitch to House. Called strike 2. House thought it was ball 4. It was not. So it'll be a full count. Some of the fans don't like that call. Looked like it was ball 4 to me in this camera, but it'll be a full count nonetheless. Richardson sets the 3-2 to House. Swinging a line drive to left center field. The left fielder, Hayes, will cut it off. Wood will come around third to score. No one else will move up, but James Wood will score on the fly ball to left field. So that's a sac fly for Brady House and an RBI for Wood to score after his double. I think it's safe to say Wood's finding his way out of the slump. He has two doubles in this game, and he scored twice. And House has an RBI on that sac fly. It is 8-5 Nationals. 85 views. Let's go. Looking good. I'm excited to get more views when the football season comes. We'll have a different audience. So it looks like Richardson's going to be done. So we'll see who comes in next for him. Let's check who comes in. It's going to be Scott Barlow for the Reds. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning still. Take a look at the stat line for Richardson, Lyon Richardson. 1 inning, 3 hits. We don't know his run total just yet because there is 2 runners that are his on base right now with 1 out. He had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. As we're here in the bottom of the 4th inning, it's an 8-5 game. Thanks to everyone who's been here tonight, people hanging out. Take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a moment. First pitch to Dalen Lyle is going to be low and inside. It might have gotten him. We'll see what the call by the umpire is. It did not. So it'll be a 1-0 count. Following Red Sox games in the 6th inning. So Scott Barlow on the mound. 16 of 21, he's stranded. He has runners on first and second with just 1 out. And now he has a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch to Lyle. Called strike 1 with a sweeper inside. Barlow using a weird arm slot. See how he does. We got 87 views. That's looking good. Coming sets Barlow. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop, Cruz. He will fire it over to third, and it's missed by the third baseman. So the bases will be loaded. Josh Bell is safe at third. So Lyle will get there. We'll see what they reach on. They'll give him a short. They're going to give him a single. Even though Cruz went to third with it. He's going to get a single for that. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Ahmed Rosario up. Thomas Fitzgerald, what up? What's up, CEO? And there's a picture. You've changed the picture. It's no longer Evil Thomas. I liked Evil Thomas, man. We've got a few people on the chat tonight. I've had a pretty good night, Thomas. Nice to see you. You haven't been in a chat recently. First pitch to Rosario. Swung on and missed. So to be 0-1 on a outside sweeper. So to be 0-1. I hear your... It won't let me not right click. Here's the next pitch to Rosario. It's outside, ball 1. I hear you're growing your base. That's always good. Yep. We actually have gained 2 subscribers tonight, which is actually really good. The 1-1 to Rosario. Swing and a miss at a low slider. It's always nice to have you, Comus, though. We got the big Comus, the big man. We got a few viewers in. Be sure to hit that like button, Comus. Be sure to hit that subscribe. Well, you're subscribed. You're an admin. Be sure to hit that like button. Here's the pitch to Rosario. Swing and a miss. And an outside sweeper. I changed it. That's confused, Fitzy. Okay, so that's a strikeout for Rosario swinging for the second out of the inning. Changed it. That's confused, Fitzy. How you doing, Comus? I hear it's pronounced Comus, not Comas. I thought it was Comus. It's going to be Riley Adams, who's 1 for 2. It's bottom of the 4th here. I just have a... Here's pitch to Adams, and it is outside, ball 1. Yeah, I just have a bunch of pictures of Fitzy for my logos. Yeah. Big Fitzy. I love that you have so many. So it'll be a 1-0 count here to Adams. Just pitch to him. Out. Called strike 1. That was a terrible call. But it'll be a 1-1. That was outside and low. But it'll call it strike 1s. That was way outside on the thing. It isn't even touching. No, it Comus. So it's Comas? Is it? I don't know. Is it Comas or Comus? Here's the 1-1. Outside ball 2. Comus Fitzgerald. The big man. 90 views on the day. Let's go. We hit 90. We're trying to hit 100. 100 would be cool. I had 200 during the All-Star game. So it'll be a 2-1. Called strike 2. Like Comas. Okay, Comas. Okay. We got a few viewers in. Comments, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Well, you're subscribed, so just hit that like button. Because I know you're an admin. You're a loyal man. You're the admin. The admin crew is in the house. 2-2. Swinging and a foul. Straight back. Going to be 2-2 again. And we got this game going on. You got the Red Sox game. There's a lot of baseball going on tonight on a slow Monday. So it'll be 2-2. So it'll be 2-2, 2 outs. Riley Adams calls time with 2-2. Bases are loaded, 2-2 count. See if Adams can get a run here in. Here's the 2-2 to Adams. Swinging a chopper, that's going to be foul. He just kind of swung late at it and just hit it. So it'll be 2-2 again. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Barlow comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and an outside sweeper. 2 strikeouts in a row for Barlow, and we'll go to the 5th inning now. So a 0 put in the books for the Nationals. So they do get a run in the inning, though. I'm forgetting to fill this out. On 1 hit. They leave 3. A 0's put in the books. Well, they get 1, so it's 8-5. Comb, like the same word as Chromebook, then Moss. So Comas, okay. Comb, like Chrome. Comas, okay. I got it. Comas Fitzgerald. What up, Comas? Thought it was pronounced that. Fitzy was pronouncing it differently, so I just went with the way he pronounced it. I've been forgetting to fill out my scorebook fully, so I need to do that. We're going to the 5th inning now. In an 8-5 game, the Nationals are winning. The Walgreens are not playing the oven mitts, though, as Comas likes to call them. He calls them the oven mitts. So we're ready for the 5th inning. My scorebook is completely filled out now. Just give me a moment here. We're ready for the top of the 5th now. Now we're going to take a look quickly at some other scores. We don't really have time. I just want to look at the Yankees score because Spaceman got me to look at it. New York's winning 1-0. Boston is tied with Philly 2-2. Like the sound sound like choo-choo, like a train. So Chomos. Okay, Chomos. Okay. Chomos Fitzgerald. Choo-choo train. I'm still calling you choo-choo train. The way you said it, I'm just going to call you choo-choo train. So we're going to the top of the 5th. Thompson in to face Elly De La Cruz. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. I didn't get to show that message. But that's the message he sent, so it's Chomos, or just choo-choo train, if you need a name for him. It'll be a 1-0. Pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. I turn on the echo effect. I don't like the echo effect on my microphone. It's nice to have Chomos here. Here's the 2-0. Low and inside, ball 3. So to be a 3-0 count. Thompson on the mound. Here's the 3-0 to Cruz. Low, ball 4. So Elly De La Cruz draws another walk. This time to lead off the top of the 5th. Yeah, that's the pronunciation. Lull. Yep. Yeah, it's Chomos Fitzgerald. The night sky is falling in the district area, and our stream is getting up at District Nation. 2 subscribers on the day. We've had 94 views. So, first pitch now. DeHaze is inside, ball 1. 5 balls thrown in a row. Excuse me, last inning I said Thompson wears 79 on the mound. He actually wears 71. So it'll be a 1-0. Here's the pitch to Thompson, or to Hayes, and that is a ball. Adams got up with it but dropped it, so it's a stolen base for Elly De La Cruz. They're going to give him a stolen base. There we go. So it's 2-0 count. Steal second. At least you're not like Fitzy with his Canadian provinces pronounced. He's not even from Canada. He's from Michigan or something. Here's the 2-0. Right in there, called strike 1. It'll be a 2-1 count in this 8-5 game. least you're not like Fitzy with his Canadian province. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, Comas, I'm going to be covering a CFL game this weekend. I'm starting to call the BC Lions. If you want to tune into that. It'll be a 2-1. Pitch. Low ball 3, so it'll be a 3-1. Echo sound effect. So it'll be 3-1 with no outs. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 4, and that's another walk. Nationals giving up a ton of walks in today's game. To be honest, it's a miracle they're winning. It's a complete miracle. Really? Oh, heck yeah, let's go. That's great. Oh yeah, baseball's coming. And football next. We got CFL, we got the Lions, the Tiger Cats. I think that's their name. Yeah, Tiger Cats. So it looks like Cairo's going to come out. So Mason Thompson's day is over. We're going to go to Cole Henry next. Here in the top of the 5th inning. So we'll look at Thompson's line. Yeah, Comas, we're going to be covering, or Chamas, we're going to be covering. Chomas. It's so hard to remember them all. Only 0.1 innings worked for Thompson, and he had 2 walks, and that's basically it. So not what you want out of the bullpen. We don't know how many runs he's given up just yet, so I'm not going to fill that out. So Cole Henry's going to come in here in the 5th inning. Chamas is here. The CFL is a great league. Yep. Then, yep, the Tiger Cats. Yeah, we're covering the BC Lions versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats. I'm a BC Lions fan, personally. They're second to last in their division, but hopefully, I think they still have a chance. If you're confused on anything. Well, you can hang out in the stream, and I'll ask you any questions I have, because you're an admin, so I talk to you anyway an insane amount. We're going to go ahead and check that, actually. I think it's 7:30 this Sunday. Is that great? Yeah, I don't know exactly when it is. I think it's 7:30. It's a Sunday night game. That's all I remember. Yeah, it's this Sunday at 7 p.m. We're starting at 6:50 with the stream. We're tuning in at 6:50. I'm your guy for CFL teams and rules, so we're covering it. You can hang out in the chat if you want. Bring your friends. Send them the link. Have them hop in. I know you're Canada, so. Cole Henry on the mound for the Nationals now. I'm going to be calling a little bit of some CFL. I'm more NFL type of fan, but I'm not the biggest football fan, but I love football. Like, I'm not the biggest on YouTube with football. I've been covering a lot of baseball, as you know, but football is going to be coming into the stream order. Cole Henry, 36 games with a 3.60 over 35 innings, a 1.29 whip, 2.15 average against him. He's given up 5 home runs. Only 16 of 25 have been stranded. That's 64%. Of his inherited runners, he has runners on first and second. He comes set. He's going to face Gavin Lux, the lefty. Lefty-ready matchup. First pitch from Henry. Swung on, fouled off of Riley Adams, the catcher. So it'd be 0-1. That was a lot of talking in a row. CFL's a great league. The Tiger Cats and the Lions. The stream is already scheduled, so you can go hang out there in the chat if you want to. So it'd be an 0-1. Henry sets. We'll get to your message in a second, Chomas. Here's the 0-1. High ball 1. I'm an Elks fan, so I actually went to the game in Commonwealth Stadium when the Elks beat BC last week. Oh, yeah. And then they played yesterday. BC played. Not fun to see them lose. Here's the pitch. Swinging and another foul, and it'll be 1-2. We'll look at some CFL during the game, but we're covering NFL right now, or MLB, sorry. We're covering an MLB baseball game, so we're going to talk some baseball most of the time, but if you have anything to talk about football, put it in the chat. Actually went to the game. That's cool. I've never been to a pro football game. I've been to some college games. So, that's cool. Here's the pitch. High ball 2 to be a 2-2. I've been to a lot of pro baseball games. I've been to a lot of MLB games. I've been to a lot of college sports. I've been to a lot of college sports. For any sport. The 2-2. Check swing, no. So it'll be a 3-2 now. Yeah, I know you like to tune into Rhino a lot to see CFL football. We're going to get BC Lions football here. I've added that to my stream list, which is Commanders, Nationals, Wizards, BC, and of course college. The 3-2. Called strike 3, right in there. First batter faced by Henry. Strikes him out looking, so Gavin Lux go down looking. So that's going to be Spencer Steer, the first baseman. 22 subs. 94 views. Pretty good day. I'd say that's a pretty good day. So now Henry sets. Here's the first pitch. Called strike 1 right in there, so it'll be no 1 count. We got quite a few people in here right now. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in today. We've got a good group. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe today. Join the nation, the District Nation. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. I have season tickets for the Elks since 2019, the year I actually started buying season tickets ever since 2019. That's cool. That's really cool. So you're a big fan. You're a big fan of the CFL. So we 0-2 to Steer. Just high and outside, ball 1. Yeah, you retracted the message. Hey, you spelled a lot of words wrong in that message. So to be a 1-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive, fouled on the right field line. We're here in the top of the 5th inning. We got Chomas with us in chat. He's an admin. We have a few of our admins have come in. Spaceman came in. We had you. We had a Rhino. We had a new subscriber coming in chat. So it'll be a 1-2 to Steer. Blown outside, ball 2. So it'll be a 2-2. Wonder if I'm going to get any redirects tonight. I don't think I am. Me and Fitzy worked out the redirects yesterday during his stream, so he can redirect to me, I can redirect to him. I don't know how to redirect to someone, though. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball. This one's going to be a Brady House. Will go over to second with it. Ahmed Reserve throw it over to first, and he was off the bag. So it's a fielder's choice for Spencer Steer. Sends De La Cruz over to third on the 5-4 fielder's choice. And De La Cruz is on first, and runners on the corners now with 2 outs. We're at 96 views, just 4 away from 100. So now it's going to be Noelvi Marte. Runners on first and third. His first pitch from Henry. Swing and a miss at a fastball in. 0-1 count. Yeah, the Elks actually had the longest home losing streak in professional sports history. 22 straight home games resulting in loss. That's actually a cool fact, Chomas. I did not know that, or Chomas. Here's a pitch, and it's flied out to right center field. That'll dunk in for a base hit in front of Lyle, and it's going to be a 6-8 game. Lyle fires it back in a second. Over to second is Steer, and Noelvi Marte has a base knock. It's a 6-8 game. Thanks for telling me that, Chomas. I'm trying to learn more facts, or Chomas, I'm trying to learn more facts about CFL. That's a cool thing to say on the broadcast this Sunday. And we'll have you, the color man, kind of, our color broadcaster. Next pitch is low and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. I want to see the next time we play the Elks, because I don't know if we ever play you again. Because I'd like to call a game where you're hanging out and it's your team. Next pitch is just inside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count. Be sure everyone hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 30 subscribers before preseason of the NFL on August 8th when the Commanders play. That's our goal. We're 22 right now. We can do it. The 2-0. Swing and a foul. It'll be 2-1. And just so you know, I posted this in my post today. Just because we're starting football, we are going to do a lot of baseball still. Some of the streams, I said my streams will go down in like amount as soon as the summer ends. We're going to have less. I'll be able to do weekends still, select weekdays, but not every day like I'm doing right now. 2-1. Inside ball 3, and it'll be a 3-1 count. 3-1, 2 outs. Jake Fraley hitting. The right fielder, he's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Henry checking and comes set. The 3-1. And that is inside ball 4. So that'll walk him. And now there's runners on. Bases loaded. Jim Hickey's going to come out to talk to Cole Henry. It's not what you want from this bullpen game. Runners on first, second, and third. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. And Andrew Chafin is in the bullpen. The record for the past 4 years has been 6-30. Since Jim Hickey's talking, we'll quickly go over and look at some standings for the CFL. Tiger Cats are in first place in the East Division. The Lions are in last. So the Week 8 matchups, there's 4 games. The Sunday night, kind of the Sunday night football game, is going to be the Lions. Excited to call that. Coming set is Henry. First pitch to Trevino, the catcher is way outside and low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Their next action is August 2nd versus Hamilton inside Commonwealth Stadium. August 2nd, so I'm assuming... Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, Saturday, August 2nd. No. Next pitch, a swung on, hit deep to center field. Young going back, a few steps in front of the track. He'll make the catch to end the inning. So that'll end the top of the 5th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Reds do put up a run, though. It's 8-6 now. They leave the bases stranded. They only get, surprisingly, 1 hit in the inning. No errors as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Nationals 8. The Reds 6. The Lions are last in the West Division. The Ottawa Redblacks are actually last in the team in the whole CFL. I have the standings right here. BC. Elks are in... Are the Elks last? On top of Redblacks are last. Yeah, the Redblacks are 1-6. Edmonton is last in the West. BC is second to last in the West Division with a 4-3 record, 3-4 record. We'll be back in just a moment. I have to take care of something real quickly. We'll be back in just a moment. The Lions are last in the West Division. Redblacks are actually the last place team in the whole CFL. The whole is spelled with a W there. Chomas, or Chomos. It's really annoying getting your name right and wrong. But we're going to head to the bottom of the thing. I might just stay here. I can take care of this thing. The next inning. A lot of live streams going on, surprisingly. Didn't know there was going to be so many live streams tonight. So many games on this Monday night. Full of baseball. We have our admin, Shamus, here. Or Chomos. It's so hard to remember it. I swear. Looks like end of the 7th inning is Philly and Boston. Just your update there, Chomos, for your top of the 8th inning. And it's 2-2 between the Phillies and the Red Sox. Here we go, Nationals and the Reds as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We will have to take a break here, bottom of the 5th and top 6. I'm going to have something to do. Barlow should be going right back out there. He gave up 1 hit and struck out 2 guys. We are 99 views, 1 away from 100. Let's get 1 more view, and we get 100. Whoops, look. Lol, I messed up. You're right, yeah. I know grammar. I'm in English. That's why I'm doing this. I'm really good at talking. I'm in English, that type of thing. That's my best subject. Barlow. First pitch to Young. That's a 77-mile-an-hour curveball that dunks right in there. It'll be an 0-1 count. Bottom of the 5th inning. The Nationals have a lead 8-6. Barlow sets. Here's the 0-1 to Young. Check swing, and yes, it is a strike 2. So it'll be an 0-2 count. So it'll be an 0-2 with no outs. Here's the pitch from Barlow. Low ball 1 with an 80-mile-an-hour sweeper. Coming set is Young. Down low ball 2. Yeah, I know the main rules from the... Yeah, you don't need to explain them. Different from the... I know, like, there's 12 players, the different positions. I know that stuff. And the size of the field is different. I know that stuff. We'll take care of that later in CFL. If you want to do that's fine. Here's the next pitch. It's outside ball 3. But if you want to put them in, I'm fine. We'll get more chat messages. It's going to be a 3-2 with no outs to Jacob Young, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a line out. Barlow sets righty on righty matchup. 3-2. Swinging a fly ball. This one is going to be on the infield. Second baseman and first baseman are getting over there. It'll be the first baseman steered to make a catch about a step in the outfield. So now it's going to be C.J. Abrams. Oh, they're showing an ad for Fantastic Four. This Friday, I am so excited for Fantastic Four. Really excited. Looks like Barlow is done. After 1 whole inning of work, he's going to be done. I'm really excited for Fantastic Four. Looks like we are going to get a new pitcher. We'll be back in just a moment. We have to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Right here on District Nation 86 Game. Chomas is in the chat if you want to talk to him. First pitch to Abrams is swung on and missed. 0-1. Sorry, I just had to get back here real quickly. Had to do something. Here's the 0-1. Down low ball 1. So he left a big post on the rules. There are two 50-yard lines. If you punt a ball end zone. Yeah. Big rule changes. It'll be a 1-1 to Abrams, the pitch. Right in there, called strike 2. So it'll be a 1-2 with 1 out. So much to everybody. Outside ball 2 would be a 2-2. So it'll be a 2-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Abrams. Swing, gonna miss. So the new pitcher is Moll for the Reds, spelled M-O-L-L. That's his last name. Barlow only really worked an inning. And he does not give up any runs. So he only worked an inning, gave up 1 hit. No runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks. That was the line for Barlow. So it's Wood facing the lefty Moll. First pitch from Moll. Right in there, called strike 1. Here's the pitch to Wood. Check swing, they'll appeal. No, says third baseman umpire Gene. So it'll be a 1-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Wood. Swinging a grounder, fouled on the first base line. It'll be 1-2. We have 100 views on the day. Second most popular stream now besides the All-Star game a few days ago. Thank you to everyone who's been here tonight. Especially Comas, who's been talking football the entire night. Even though it's a baseball game. It's an 8-6 game, 2 outs. James Wood hitting is 2 for 3. Moll sets. Here is the pitch to Wood. Outside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-2 count. An 82-mile-an-hour slider. So it'll be 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Wood. Outside, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-2. So 3-2 with 2 outs. Here's a 3-2. Outside, ball 4, and that's a walk drawn by James Wood. A 2-out walk keeps the inning going. Here's the first pitch to Josh Bell. Right in there, called strike 1. So there's a runner on first for Bell now. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He has a home run in this game. He also has a double. Single and triple away from the cycle. I don't know why I keep saying that for every player. It's not like everyone's going to hit that. There are 101 views now. Mols takes a step off. Bell, a big man, hitting in the 3-hole tonight. Here's the 1-1. Low and inside, ball 1. Wood will hustle over to second. They'll see what they give him. Looks like they're going to give him, on the play, a stolen base. Even the ball that got past, he was running anyway. And the ball got past the catcher, Trevino, trying to get it. So, we'll see. It's a stolen base anyway. 2 outs, stolen base, keeps the inning going. And Bell has a 1-1 count. Ball 2. So it'll be a 2-1 with 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. Not a good call. I think that was a bit outside. So it will be a 2-2. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Mole sets. Here comes the pitch to Bell from the right side. High and outside, ball 3. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul off the hand of Trevino. We'll see what they call it. Must have got him in the hand. We're wondering, bottom of the 8th inning between the Red Sox and Phillies. It's in Philadelphia. I'd like checking up on Fitzy streamers, looking at the score, give him some support. So it'll be 3-2 with 2 outs. Wood will be moving. The 3-2 to Bell. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder Fraley curls over. He makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So that'll end the 5th inning. A 0 put on the board for the Nationals. They leave a man after a walk, and we're headed up to the 6th inning. As we go to the 6th inning, it's an 8-6 game. We'll be back in a moment. Now we go to the top of the 6th inning, and it's going to be Andrew Chafin to pitch for the Nationals. 22 games, 2.76 ERA over 16.1 innings. First pitch to leadoff hitter Friedl's popped up into shallow left field. Abrams runs out. He gets under it. He'll make an easy catch for the 1st out of the inning. So now it's going to be Matt McLain. Henry got all the outs of the 5th inning and did not give up any runs. He gave up 1 hit walk to man and struck out a guy. Now Chafin will face McLain. First pitch from him. Right in there. Called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. 102 views on today's stream. I'm still on the Be Right Back screen. Don't want to be there. 102 views throughout the entire day. It'll be an 0-1. Called strike 2. So it'll be an 0-2. So it'll be 0-2 with 1 out. Here's the 0-2 to McLain. Swinging a fly ball foul. Warming up now for the Nationals is Luis Garcia. So if he comes in the 7th, then you can get Ferrer for the 8th, and then Finnegan for the 9th. Or even get 2 out of Garcia. He has pitched recently, though. I believe he pitched. I'll check. He did not pitch in yesterday's game. He pitched in the game before that. The 0-2. Low and outside, ball 1. He did not pitch in the game in either of the 2 games I called. Games 2 and 3 of the series. I think he worked game 1. I think he did work. I feel like he worked game 2. Here's the pitch. And that's low and inside, ball 2. I thought he worked sometime. He didn't work in the win, though, and he didn't work in the loss either. So, Chafin and Garcia are fresh here. So it'll be 2-2. Here's the pitch to McLean. Swinging a ground ball. This one will be at Brady House, and he has a gun, and he'll fire it over there just in time to get the running Matt McLean for the second out of the inning. So that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Elly De La Cruz in the 3-hole, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. It's the top of the 6th inning. Chafin comes set. 2 outs. De La Cruz from the right side now. First pitch to him. 90-mile-an-hour sinker right in there. Strike 1. Let's get the party up in here in the chat. Get the party emojis in there. Come on. Let's get hyped. Got Nationals baseball on a slow Monday night. Chafin sets. The 0-1 to De La Cruz. Outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-1. Put something in the chat. Say, hey, we gained 2 subscribers tonight. We got a good stream going. Welcome in everybody who's in here tonight. We've had a good amount of chat messages. Chafin comes set. The 1-1 De La Cruz. Swing, gonna foul back. And it'll be 1-2. We got a big stream today. Covering Nats baseball. Top of the 6th inning, and the Nationals do have a lead. They got a 2-run lead coming in here in the top of the 6th inning. Brightly lit stadium in the heart of D.C. The 1-2 to De La Cruz. Swing and a chopper right in front of Adams. Adams will fire it over to first. And that's a 2-3 ground out to end the top of the 6th inning. That was chopped right in front of home plate. Adams gunned it over. Made an easy play to get the 3rd out of the inning. That's a 1-2-3 for Chafin in the 6th inning. And now we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Nationals still lead the Reds 8-6. We'll take a break right here. We now head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Nathaniel Lowe is going to lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. First pitch from Mole is right in there. Called strike 1. He's back out there after grabbing a strikeout, a walk, and a flyout. In the 5th inning, Mole comes back out. Next pitch, the fellow lefty Lowe to Lowe. Outside and low ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. 22 subscribers tonight. Here's the pitch from Mole to Lowe. Swinging a ground ball. This one will be at the 3rd baseman. Cuts off De La Cruz. That is Marte. He cuts off De La Cruz and makes the play on a 5-3 ground out. Start the bottom of the 6th inning, and the bullpen is Graham Ashcraft for the Reds. Converted starter from 2023. he started a game against us, the Nationals. So Mole's back out there, and he's going to face Brady House now, who's 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a single, and a sac fly. Hitting .265 with 2 bombs and 13 ribbies. Here's the pitch to House. Swing and a miss. So it'll be 0-1. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. So it'll be a 1-1 count. We got the chat. We have quite a few people coming through the chat tonight. Looking good. Mole comes set. Here's the 1-1 to House. Swinging a line drive into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit in front of the left fielder, Hayes. Brady House on with a base hit. Second of the day for him. So now it's going to be Dalen Lyle, who's 2 for 2 because he got hit by a pitch. So he's been on base in all 3 of his plate appearances. He'll face off with Mole now, the fellow lefty. Here's the pitch to Lyle. Right in there, called strike 1. Mole's a tricky pitcher. He has a weird arm slot. And he's going to come at you with a sweeper, a sinker, all the breaking balls. Mole comes set. The 0-1 to Lyle, and he's going to pick over to House. No tag. Now there's 1 remaining. Got a few viewers. Thanks to everybody who's here tonight for this MLB baseball broadcast. Here's a pitch to Lyle. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. .105 views on the day. We're over 100, which was the goal for today. And we did not, I don't think we got to 5 likes yet, but we got a lot of baseball to play. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. We have a lot of baseball to play. Mole sets. The 0-2 to Lyle. Swing and a foul out of play. So to be 0-2 with 1 out. Mole is going to go to the plate to Lyle. High and outside, ball 1. House trying to steal the bag, and he is safe in there. Brady House has a stolen base. We'll see if the Reds want to challenge this. Was a close play. But that's a 3rd stolen base of the season for House. So now there's a runner on second with 1 out. Yeah, it looks like he was in there. He got in there pretty easily. De La Cruz laid the tag late. Swing and a miss by Lyle. So that's a 2nd out of the inning and the 2nd strikeout for Mole. You know, after this time, I have not said Mole's first name. I should probably do that. Kind of just slipped from my mind. Francona is going to come out, and Sam Mole is going to come out. And Graham Ashcraft's going to come in. So we go to the end of the bottom of the 6th inning. Mole is done after working. He worked 1.1 innings total. 1 hit with 2 strikeouts and a walk. We don't know how many runs he's given up. He does have a runner on second with 2 outs. So we're right here with some baseball. The top of the 9th inning in the Red Sox and Phillies game. We're going to go ahead and look at a different game. We're going to go ahead and call the Angels and Mets are in a 4-2 game. Remember, we've been calling the Mets knee a little bit. I like calling out the games. We're going to do MLB Around the House for the first time tonight. Here we go. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looks like they're in ads, so we're going to go Yankees and Blue Jays. They are live. Let's do it. So the Blue Jays are fielding. Gausman's on the mound. He's going to face Wells, the hitter. Blue Jays have a 4-1 lead. Gausman has 80 pitches as it's in the top of the 7th inning. Gausman steps right back onto the rubber. Wells with a pretty open stance. Gausman sets. Here's the pitch to Wells. Outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So there is no game on Thursday. So I was wondering, is there anything that... Put in the comments or anything if there's any games you want to see. Because I can call other games. Gausman sets. Here's the pitch to Wells. Swinging a drive. Deep left center field. Going back to the left fielder. He'll make the catch a couple steps in front of the track. And now Graham Ashcraft's warming up for the Nationals. We're going to get going with some play-by-play for that game. He's done warming up. Here we go. 12 of 12 stranded for Ashcraft. He has a 2-out situation with a runner on second. 6-8 game. Nationals have the lead. Swinging a drive. Right center field. Going back to the track at the wall. And it's off the wall. Brady House is going to score. Ahmed Rosario is into second base with a double. RBI double for Ahmed Rosario off the right center wall. An RBI, and the Nationals take a 9-6 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rosario thought it was gone. He was kind of walking a little bit, but that goes off the wall. House scores second, and Ahmed Rosario has an RBI double. And Comas is back. Chomas is back. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's nice to see you, Comas. First pitch to Adams is low. Ball 1. My chat ninja doesn't seem to work. I'll just bring it up again. It's fine. But thank you, Chamas. We'll see what you call Gausman. We were calling a different game. First pitch. Inside, ball 2. I'm back. I call Gausman the medical man. I also call Kirk the little fat guy. Good names, good names. Yeah, go Walgreens, or go Wario, or whatever his name is. Wario is his name. Coming set is Ashcraft. Here's the pitch to Adams. Low, ball 3, so it'd be a 3-0. Wonder if Thomas, his game is almost over. I saw they're in the 9th inning. We just did some MLB Round the House, calling a different game. Ashcraft sets. Here's the 3-0 to Adams. Inside, ball 4. And Adams has a walk here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Graham Ashcraft's perfect stranded does not work after he gave up that double. I like the Chomas with the confused picture. I like that. We got Nationals baseball. Here's the pitch to Young. Swing a ground ball foul. We got Nationals baseball. Here live on District Nation. Like, yeah, we just need Waluigi. Yep. Figure out a team that you can call Waluigi then, Chomas. We need one. So it'll be 0-1. Rosario taking the lead. The pitch from Ashcraft to Young. High and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. We're at 109 views. Chomas, have you hit that like button yet? Smash that like button in and out. Smash it. Come on, man. I know you can do it. Let's hit that like button. Pitch to Young. Swing a ground ball. This one's going to get through into right field. Rosario will come around third. He will score from second on the ground ball into right center field. It's 10-6 Nationals in the bottom of the 6th inning. Adams will head over to third. We'll check. I think he head over to third, but it's 10-6 now. Ashcraft giving up 2 runs. That was right through the hole. Exactly what the Nationals needed. So Mole is going to have a earned run because that run by House is earned to him. And Ashcraft has 1 too. So Adams did get to third on the play. And it's going to be Abrams to hit now. Coming set to Ashcraft. Here's the first pitch to Abrams. Swing a line drive into center field, and the center fielder Friedel will make the catch to end the inning. So that'll end the bottom of the 6th inning. But the Nationals get 2 on the board. On 3 hits, no errors. They leave 2. It is 10-6 Nationals. 10-6 lead for them. So they're in double digits now. It's nice to see them back in the double digits area. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. We have a Wario now. We just need Waluigi. We got to figure out a team to call Waluigi. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, we'll see if Chafin goes back out. It's going to be Garcia. Luis Garcia is going to come in. So Chafin is going to come out. Chafin is done. His stat line is 1 inning, and it's 0s across the board. No hits, no runs, no walks, no Ks. And it's going to be Luis Garcia to pitch now. Not Luis Garcia Jr., Luis Garcia, because Jr. is the second baseman. Chomas is doing his work as an admin, as in sending random messages. Alright. We go, I choose to be civil and gently tape the like button, lol. Yeah. Or you can smash it like the Hulk. Or you can smash it like the Thing from Fantastic Four, which I'm excited for. Fantastic Four, First Steps. This Friday. So excited. I mean the player who hit the Nationals. Like Josh Bell? Yeah. Josh Bell hit a home run for the Nationals today, in today's game. I confused Fitzy's here. Alright, we'll check on the Phillies game. They're in the bottom of the 9th and it's tied at 2. And Real Muto and Castellanos just struck out. So looks like this might go to extra innings for Fitzy to call. I know Fitzy loves calling extra innings, as we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. Luis Garcia is going to pitch. And he's going to face Hayes. Austin Hayes. Garcia sets at the belt. The first pitch to Hayes. Right in there, called strike 1. It'll be no 1 count. The guy who hit the last run. Let me check. 0-1 count to Hayes. Rosario? Called strike 2. What up, Spaceman Sports? What up, man? Yeah, we got a 10-6 game here now. The Nationals are exploding offensively. Thank you. The channel is growing a little bit. We were at 20 at the beginning of the day. Now we're at 22, and we have a lot of people in the chat. A lot of messages from Coma, Spaceman, that random one person who sent one message, and then me for a couple of messages. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball. This one will be to Brady House, and he will fire it over to first right in time to beat Hayes for the first out of the inning. Yeah, it's nice to see this channel grow. Oh yeah, Chomas, subscribe to Spaceman. Spaceman Sports. He posts Yankees content. You can get shorts from him, and he was just in a Yankees live broadcast. I was hanging out in Fitzy's chat for a bit. Wizario. I call him Warlow. Here's the pitch. Ball in and low to Gavin Lux. You mean Rosario? You call him Warlow. Or Wario. Okay, that's cool. Whatever you want to call him. Here in DC land, we call him Rosario. It'll be a 1-0. Garcia sets a 1-0 pitch. Swinging, this is going to be chopped to House again. And he'll fire it over to first for the second out of the inning. I'm going to have a lot of work to do to make, a lot of shorts to make tonight. We have a lot of good calls that we can make into shorts. So we are at 4 likes. We just need 1 more like, and we're at 5. That was the goal for tonight. It was 5 likes. So we just need 1 more. Yeah, yeah. If we get to 5 likes, then I will be satisfied. Here's the first pitch to Steer, and that's low ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be a 1-0 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Steer. Swing and a miss at the 99-mile-an-hour sinker. I wonder how the Spaceman, can you give me updates in the chat, or even Comas or Chomas, can either one of you give me updates on the Red Sox game? The 1-1. Swinging a fly ball. Right field. David Lyles there. He'll make an easy catch on it. I'll go check on the Red Sox game now as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Another scoreless inning for the Red Sox. Or, excuse me, for the Reds. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning, so we're going to get that thing. I subbed to Spaceman. I didn't know he actually had videos. I thought he just created the channel to talk to Fitzy. No, he actually creates content. Spaceman Sports. I'm going to go check on him now. We're going to go check on the Red Sox game, and looks like the Red Sox won. Good job to the Red Sox. Wait, no, they didn't. I thought that said 3 for a second. Oh, they didn't win. So it's going to be 2-2. They're going to go to the 10th. Spaceman Sports, be sure to subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, I know some people might be already subscribed to him. We got to get to 5 likes. Okay, I will migrate onto Fitzy's channel. Just like it's 2-2, but they're going to the 10th inning. Have fun over at his channel. I'll be over here. He's probably going to be done by 10th. So, you could even talk. You could think about, maybe he could redirect you to me, because you want to come over here. So, just have him redirect you, Chomas, over to me. Just tell him to redirect and we'll be good. Tell him the redirects do work. Just tell him that. Thank you, Chomas. So we're getting going with the bottom of the 7th inning. The Nationals have a 10-6 lead. Sub to Spaceman Sports. I'm going over there and make sure I am. 55 subscribers for you, Mr. Spaceman. Tips to become a good sports fan. I think I'm going to watch that, Spaceman. Yeah, Spaceman, I just subscribed to your channel. I'm going to watch the tips to become a good sports fan after this, just to make sure I'm a good sports fan. That's low and outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Got to make sure I'm a good sports fan. It'll be a 1-0 here from... Oh, it's a new pitcher. We'll get that. It's Rogers in now. Called strike 1. Rogers is now in for the 7th inning. We'll check Ashcraft's line. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball. This one will be at the second baseman. He'll field it cleanly and fire it over. The second baseman is McLean over to Steer for the first out of the inning. Spaceman, he covers Florida Panthers. I think that's what they are. Florida Panthers and New York Yankees. Everyone be sure to go over there and subscribe. Don't watch it while you're streaming. Well, I won't. I'm going to watch it after. Gotta watch it, though. I gotta make sure I'm a good sports fan. I don't know if I'm a good sports fan. First pitch to Bell is inside, ball 1. Gotta get you those views. I just subscribed to you. You're at 55 subscribers. I'll subscribe on all the channels. Here's the 1-0 to Bell. Inside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0. Gotta get Ashcraft's line here real quickly. 10-6, and here we go. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive, center field, going back to center field, Friedel. This one will not get out. It'll be caught by him a few steps in front of the track for the second out of the inning. So Ashcraft's line, 0.1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. Only got 1 out? Oh, wow. I thought he got more than 1 out. 2 hits, 1 run, and a K. One walk, no Ks. So looks like Ferrer is going to come in probably. First pitch to Lowe's high. I'm a Giants fan. New York Giants. Yeah, football Giants too. Yeah. I'm assuming New York Giants, yeah. So it'll be a 1-0. Rogers sets the pitch to Lowe. Right in there, called strike one. New York Giants. I'm a Commanders guy. I'm all DC. Washington Wizards, Washington Commanders, and Washington Nationals. And of course, I'm a BC Lions fan for CFL. And here's the 1-1, and it is outside ball 2. New York Giants fan. Yeah, we got New York Giants fan in here. And yeah, I got that because you're a New York Yankees fan. So here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. I mean, if someone's a Yankees fan and they say Giants, I'm going to assume the New York Giants. I don't know anyone who's a San Francisco Giants fan and a New York Yankees fan. So to be 2-2 with 2 outs here. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, foul. $22 subs. We got 2 on the day. Good old Spaceman's been hanging out with us today. So it'll be a 2-2, 2 outs. The pitch to low. Swinging a ground ball. This one will be down the line, foul. So do 2-2 again. Almost a big hit. Oh wow, the Red Sox game is still 2-2, and they're in the middle of the 10th inning. So the Red Sox couldn't even score with a runner on second waiting for them. Wow, that's interesting. So it'll be a 2-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to low. Swinging a fly ball, foul. This time is going to go out of play again. So it'll be 2-2. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to low. Swinging another foul ball. So it'll be 2-2 still with 2 outs. Two-two pitch coming from Rogers. The pitch. Swinging another foul, and this is a battle. This is a good battle. I think over there Philadelphia might win. They're going in the bottom of the 10th inning. They're about to have a runner on second, and the Phillies, or the Red Sox, couldn't score their guy. I think the Phillies might have that one. So it'll be 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. So it'll be a 3-2 count. We got a night game of baseball. Good to see everyone here tonight. We've had plenty of people in the chat. 116 views. The 3-2 is low and outside, ball 4. Nathaniel Lowe is on base. So runner on first with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Brady House, who's 2 for 4 with an RBI. Coming set is Rogers. He's going to face House. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. So it'll be a 1-0 count. Yes, I am. I live in the DC area. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive down the left field line. That is fair. This one will roll all the way into the corner. The left fielder will grab it. Lowe stops at third. Brady House into second base, and that is a double down the left field line. Brady House has another knock for a 3-hit game. Yes, I am from the DC area. I live in DC. Love the DC area. And you're Florida. I know Fitzy's Michigan or something. It's something random, completely random. So Brandon Marsh going to be second. First pitch to Lyle! He jacks it out to right field, but the right fielder Fraley will catch it a couple steps in front of the track. So the Nationals get 1 hit. They leave 2 men. No runs as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Nationals 10, Reds 6. I am DC Sports all the way, and if you're talking CFL, I'm a BC Lions fan. I'm assuming you don't follow CFL. That's Canadian football, if you're wondering. Oh yeah, you do follow it. You said earlier that you enjoyed it. So you do follow CFL, and I'm a BC Lions fan. Going to be covering the game this Sunday. So I'm going to check in on the Boston game and actually look at it because they're in the 10th inning. I'm going to call what I can see now. Been helping on Fitzy's channel since 2023. Wow. That's crazy. Well, now if you're willing, I'd love the help on the District Nation channel for since 2025. We're going to check on the Red Sox game now. Bases loaded, no outs. Yeah, I think the Phillies have this one. Here's a pitch to Sosa. Called strike one. I think they have this one. I'm just calling it now. Now we're going to pause it because I want to check on what Mr. Spaceman is saying. I'm just starting to be into it. But I don't have... Yeah, I mean, Rhino, he will bring you some good games. He'll bring it to you if you just want to follow the game. Just chat up with Rising Rhino. He will help you find a team. So it's going to be an 0-2 count. Bottom of the 10th inning. Bases loaded for the Phillies. I think this one's going to be... Yeah. Yeah, everyone in Fitzy's chat saying this game is over. Bases loaded. He's had 0 grand slams, though, Sosa. There's a pitch to him. That's high. Even if Hicks walks him. So I'm going to have to call the Nats game, but I want to see how this ends. Yeah. Spaceman, if you could. Yeah. And the Blue Jays lead us 4-1, yeah. The Nationals seem to be the best team of all our teams tonight with a 10-6 lead. Because the Red Sox are about to lose. The Yankees are losing. The Mets, I don't know. I'll check PAS's after my stream. Because he'll be done a little bit after me, probably. But we have a lead, so that's new. We won the middle game of the 3-game series over the weekend. We'll see who comes in for the Nationals. Maybe Garcia will stay out there. I think he will. And it's going to be Ferrer to come in for the 8th inning. He comes set. Jose Ferrer. Pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. Down the first base line. I mean, a lot of good games tonight, but no wins tonight. It's kind of annoying when the YouTube sports, and especially baseball community, doesn't really have anything. No wins besides DC. 48 games, a 5.07 ERA for Ferrer. I say this every stream, don't look at his stats. His stats don't show the type of player he is. He's very effective on the mound. He was going to be our closer. If things hadn't gone well, he could have been our closer. I'm going to go ahead and keep following the Red Sox game, though. Yeah, it's still 2-2. I don't know how they're doing this. They're hanging up. It'll be an 0-1 from Ferrer to Marte. Swing a ground ball up the middle, but Rosario's there. He'll fire it over to first, and that's a 4-3 ground out. Yes, sir, Rosario. Way to be in the right place at the right time for the first out of the inning. And looks like they're going to struggle through it, but Sosa is still up. Looks like this game might be over. Fitzy just got mad. I think this game might be over. I'm wondering what happened. And they're still going. What is happening? Did Sosa strike out? Did he strike out Sosa? I don't even know. I think that's the end of the game. I don't know. Here is the first pitch to Joe is going to pinch hit here. I think, is that Connor Joe? Connor Joe is a red? Yeah, Connor Joe is going to pinch hit for Jake Fraley here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Called strike one, right in there. It'll be a 1-1 count. And looks like the Phillies did beat the Red Sox. Should be 1-1 with 1 out, so we got people for here. 120 views on the day, pretty good. Here's the pitch to Joe. Swung on and missed. He's hitting in Fraley's position. He's a pinch hitter here in the 8th inning. It's Connor Joe, former Pirate. Played against the Nationals during the home opener for the Nationals. 1-2 with 1 out. Ferrer will come set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. So, line drive right at Abrams, and he caught it. Abrams caught it on a slow dive, kind of, and he gets the line out for the second out of the inning here in the top of the 8th. Wait, so I don't see what happened. Did they win? Yeah, I think they did not win. His first pitch is inside to Trevino, the catcher, Trevino. So Sosa walked it off for the Red Sox, if you're wondering. Spaceman was in the chat for that. Here's the 1-0 to Trevino, and it's low and inside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0. So it'll be 2-0 with 2 outs. Ferrer sets. Here's the pitch to Trevino. Way inside and low, ball 3. So it'll be a 3-0 count. Fitzy's all mad about his game. Yeah, not a good game for the Red Sox. They lost in extra innings. Not a good game for them. So it'll be a 3-0. Pitch from Ferrer to Trevino. Right in there. Called strike 1. It'll be a 3-1 count. Three-run, 3-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Just low, ball 4. Not what you want to see. Ferrer walks a guy. So a 2-out walk for Ferrer puts Trevino on base. So now it's going to be Jake Friedl. Or TJ Friedl, sorry, not Jake Friedl. So it'll be TJ Friedl the pitch. Called strike 1 right in there. It'll be a 1 count. So it'll be 0-1 with 2 outs and a runner on first now for Ferrer with a 4-run lead to work with. Swinging a chopper. Adams comes out of the plate. He will grab it, fires it to first, and another 2-3 ends the top of the 8th inning. So the Nationals will end this inning in the top of the 8th inning. They get it. They leave a man after the walk, and now we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is still 10-6. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. I'm back. The Red Sox game ended. I saw they lost. I don't know how they lost, but Fitzy looked pretty upset when I went in there. I just went in there to check on it. He looked so upset. I don't know why. Did something bad happen? Did something stupid end the game? I'm assuming that's what happened. Because he was really upset, like abnormally upset. Something stupid probably ended it, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's going to be Rosario, Adams, then Young. Look a little bit into the chat. We've had Spaceman throughout the day. We've had Fitzgerald. And we also had Rhino a little bit. Just a bit. Big Rhino. Something stupid probably ended the game. That's why he was so mad. It's going to be 10-6 as the Nationals go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It was on a catcher's interference. Oh my gosh. It was on a catcher's interference. That's actually hilarious. He ended it on a catcher's interference. Oh my gosh. Only the Phillies. I think Bell's going to be my player of the game vote. I don't know who, though. It's going to be Suter. Suter for the Suter. He's pitching here in the 8th inning. For the Reds, first pitch is popped up by Rosario out to second base. And the second baseman, McLean, will make an easy play for the first out of the inning. And Connor Joe is now in right field, if you're wondering. Came in for Fraley. First pitch from Suter to Adams. Right in there, called strike one. It'll be an 0-1 count. Should be 0-1 with 1 out. It is not a save situation. It's 4 runs, not 3. I know this. I think that's a pretty basic rundown of the save rules. Here's a pitch, and that's a base hit into right field by Riley Adams on the ground. So a base hit with 1 out. The game ended on catcher's interference against Boston, so that gave Philly the winning run. What the heck was that? You know, the Nationals last year had a game that ended with a pitch clock violation. Finnegan didn't come set in time, and the bases were loaded, so the run got to score, and the Nationals lost because of that. So we've lost on worse things. We've lost on a pitch clock violation. First pitch to Young is down low, ball 1. So I've heard worse than catcher's interference. I've heard pitch clock violation. Here's a pitch to Young. Inside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0. Suter comes set low with his stance. It'll be a 2-0 to Young. Down low, ball 3. Got a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch, the 3-0. Right in there to Jacob Young. 3-1 count. Really, wow, yeah. I've seen that Finnegan one really made me so mad. I didn't call it. I only started calling a couple weeks ago, but that last year has probably been one of the most angriest moments in baseballs. Swing a line drive into left field. That's going to be a base hit in front of the left fielder, Hayes. Adams over to second. So 2 hits in a row, and the Nationals are trying to add some more insurance to this 10-6 lead. Yeah, Nationals, Finnegan came set, waited till 0, and the team started chanting, like yelling, hey, he's done. The count went off. Yep, the clock did go off, the run scored, and Finnegan gave up his save by doing that. Runners on first and second with 1 out, and Abrams is up now, who's 1 for 4. It's the pitch, and that's called strike 1. In fact, he's 0 for 4 with a fly out in foul territory, 2 strikeouts in a row, and then a fly out to center field. He's 0 for 4. He started with a walk back in the first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it'll be 0-2. So it is going to be Finnegan warming up in the pen. Might as well do that. So it'll be 0-2. Here's the pitch to Abrams. Ball 1. That was low in the dirt. Also, if you plan on streaming any Elk home game, I might not be in the stream to promote the chat. Yeah, I'm mostly going to be doing Lions games, though, like this weekend. Just a pitch, swing and a miss right through it. That's the second strikeout. That was in the dirt, and Abrams swung at it. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming BC Lions football, so that's going to be my thing. That's going to be the team that I chose. Spaceman's not here. Did Spaceman head over to the Angels game, I assume? Yeah, Fitzy's in that chip, so I'm assuming Spaceman went over there. Coming set is Suter. First pitch to James Wood. Swing and a foul, and it'll be 0-1. Finnegan warming up for the 9th. It'll be 10-6. The 0-1. Right in there, called strike 2. It'll be 0-2. Check what inning is PAS in. We're going to redirect to PAS. That is outside ball 1. We're going to redirect. So we're just checking this out. I want to redirect you. Up high, ball 2. Do you have TSN or what do you mean? What do you mean TSN? What do you mean? Oh, CFL Plus. It's free. CFL Plus. I watch it on CFL Plus. It's free, so I just watch it on there. It'll be a 2-2. The pitch to Wood. Just outside, ball 3. Once again, if there's an ABS system, that's probably called strike 3. So I'm going to get ready to redirect you guys, or at least a couple of you. We're going to redirect just outside, so it'll be ball 3. Here's a 3-2. Just low, ball 4. Suter did not like that call. So the bases are loaded for Josh Bell. It'd be cool if he hit another home run. It'd be really cool. Trying to figure out how to redirect here. Pitch to Bell. Ball outside. Wait, called strike 1. That was way outside. And they called that a strike. What are we doing? That was not a... Here's the 0-1 to Bell. Called strike 2. Oh, OFC Plus. Okay, you got it. Okay, so are you fine with redirecting to PAS tonight? I'm going to send you a link to that. We're going to send you to PAS. I'll be over there. They're in the 7th inning. They're going into the 8th. It'll be 0-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bell. Just high, ball 1. So they live another life here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That is a ball 2, so it'll be a 2-2 count. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs, bases loaded. The 2-2, just high, ball 3. So it'd be 3-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded. The pitch to Bell. So in a ground ball, this will be at the shortstop, De La Cruz. He will go to first with it. And once again, the Nationals will strand 3 runners. They get 2 hits. They leave 3 as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Finnegan is going to come in for the Washington Nationals. So we're going to head to the top of the 9th inning. Finnegan, the closer, is going to come in. We're going to redirect over to PAS after this. So we're getting ready to go to the top of the 9th. Trying to figure out how to redirect to people. This is really annoying. Alright, here we go. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. I'm still trying to figure out how to redirect you. I'm probably just going to send you a link. I probably won't be in the chat since I want him to get angry at me because of me off track and I'm not really paying attention to the chat. So I probably won't be in the chat. Okay, then I probably won't be in the chat since I want him to get angry at me because of me being off track. Really paying attention to the chat. So I probably won't be in the chat. Okay. We're going to do a PAS after this, but we're going to the top of the 9th, and Kyle Finnegan is going to come in with a 4-run lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Would be a great game if he could get it right here. Finnegan, 37 appearances, 19 out of 25 saves this year on 36 innings. A 1.28 whip with a 2.48 average against him. 19% K rate, 9% walk rate, only 3 home runs given up. So we're going. Finnegan's going to come in. Go Finnegan, let's do this. He's going to face McLean, De La Cruz, and Hayes. 125 views on the night, pretty good. Let's go Nats. Finnegan's going to come in. Here we go, top of the 9th inning. Here we go. Finnegan sets. Here's the first pitch. Called strike one. Right in there with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. The Nationals on the verge for their 40th win if they can put this away. Trying to get their 20th win at home and their 6th win against an NL Central team. Here's the pitch from Finnegan. Swinging a ground ball. Abrams cannot snag it. It will go into left field. That's a base hit for Matt McLean into left field. Here's the first pitch. Finnegan sets. Here's the first pitch to Ellie. That is high outside, ball one. Here's the 1-0 to De La Cruz. Called strike one, right in there. One count. Runner on first. Here's the pitch from Finnegan. Called strike two, right in there with a fastball, and it'll be 1-2. We'll check on our stats still. Our 4 likes. Finnegan sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a grounder, foul. 22 subscribers on the day. Pretty good day. Thanks to everyone who's been here today for this live stream on District Nation with some baseball. We are at 5 likes. We did it. 5 likes during the stream. Finnegan sets the 1-2. Down low, ball 2. And it'll be a 2-2 count. Finnegan not really going for a save now, but now he is. It's a save situation because he's probably, if he faces 4 batters, it becomes a save situation. Finnegan sets. He looks small compared to De La Cruz. The 2-2 pitch. Just inside, ball 3. So it'll be a 3-2 with no outs. It's 5-5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. There. Finnegan sets. The 3-2 to De La Cruz. Down low, ball 4, and Finnegan walked him. So now there's going to be runners on first and second, and this is a save situation now, because he's going to have to face more than 3 batters unless they get a triple play. So it's going to be Austin Hayes to hit now. Finnegan comes set. First pitch. Just low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 with no outs. Finnegan sets, he goes. That's in the dirt, ball 2. So it will be a 2-0. Here's the pitch from Finnegan. Swinging a fly ball. Hit out to center field. Jacob Young gets under it. And that's the first out of the inning on a fly out to center field. McLean and De La Cruz stay put for the first out of the inning. As we go with the first out, and it's going to be Gavin Lux. Finnegan sets. First pitch to Lux. Right in there, called strike one. Yeah, he's timed me out many times in the chat for talking about the other games. And for my nicknames for teams. Okay, do you want to redirect to someone else? If you want to, I'll redirect you to someone else. It'll be an 0-1. Finnegan sets. The 0-1 to Lux. Called strike 2 on the outside corner, and it'll be an 0-2 count. Got 128 views, 5 likes, and 2 subscribers tonight. Surprised he times you out. I don't care about your nicknames for teams. It'll be an 0-2. Finnegan sets. The pitch to Lux. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. It'll get up to Young. Scoring from second is McLean. He will come in. De La Cruz will go to third. And the run scores for the Reds on an RBI single by Lux. So it's runners on first and third. Last time I was in his chat, I saw the Padres won at the time and didn't know all the teams. So I asked him what the team was, and he got a little mad at me. Lol. Alright. Well, PS can be like that sometimes. I mean, if you want, we can redirect to someone else. I can find someone else to redirect you to. We can go to... JJ has a sub standing in for him right now, but I'll check for other people we can redirect to. We can go to Dr. Delay. He's on vacation, but he has his dad filling in. First pitch. Called strike 1 right in there. So it'll be an 0-1 in his 10-7 game now. Finnegan sets. And it's Benson hitting now, the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Benson hitting in steer spot. He came in the field in the 8th inning. And Joe's at first base now. Finnegan with an 0-2 count now. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss! Got Benson on the strikeout. Second out of the inning. The Nationals are 1 out away from a save. Dr. Delay, who's he a fan of and what's he streaming? So his dad is filling in for him. I think it's his dad. Maybe it's his friend. I don't know. But I'll check what he is doing right now. He's covering Angels versus Mets. Same game that PAS is covering. There's 25. I might just head over there. Yeah, I'll send you over there. Yeah, we'll do him. He seems cool. I'll send you over there, okay? He's the same game here. First pitch. Right in there. Called strike 1 to Marte. 0-1 count. Just a reminder, we will probably be off tomorrow with no stream. I'll send an update tomorrow, but Wednesday will be live, as well as Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 2 games. It'll be an 0-1. Swinging a fly ball foul, and we're down to 0-2 with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Finnegan going for save number 20. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to do a bit of a post-game just talking about our next couple streams, and then we'll be able to go redirect. So we're redirecting to Dr. Delay. I'll say what's up to him, just to make sure he's okay. It'll be an 0-2. Nats fans are standing. The 0-2. Just high, ball 1. That call probably was a strike, but they're not going to call it. The Ipkin brothers, who sit behind the plate every game, they're an elderly brothers who sit behind home plate every game. They thought that was a strike. They put their hands up. Got a few viewers right now. We got to 5 likes tonight, 2 subscribers. So it'll be a 1-2. Riley Adams is going to come out and talk to Finnegan real quickly. Just get him in the right mindset. Yeah. We're going to redirect to Dr. Delay after I go over my stream schedule. And then we'll go to some other baseball. Just remember, we're doing all 3 Twins games this weekend. We got the third Reds game. It's going to be a 1-2. Finnegan sets. Here's the pitch to Marte. Outside, it gets away from Adams, and De La Cruz is going to come in and score on the wild pitch. It's 10-8. So it's a wild pitch, and De La Cruz is going to score. That was a not good pitch by Finnegan on the dirt. Got away from Adams on a wild pitch. So it's going to be 2-2 now with 2 outs. Finnegan sets. The 2-2 to Marte. Outside, ball 3, and it's going to be a 3-2. The tying run is hitting now, with runner on second after the wild pitch. We don't know what will happen here, but it's a 3-2, 2 outs. Noelvi Marte versus Kyle Finnegan. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. This one will be on the infield. Nathaniel Logos in a foul territory. He makes the catch in foul territory, and the game is over. The Washington Nationals get a save from Kyle Finnegan, and at 9:53, this game finishes. In a time of 3 hours and 8 minutes, the Washington Nationals beat the Cincinnati Reds 10-8. The Washington Nationals, the Reds, do threat of scoring in that last one. Only 1 earned run in that last inning. There was an error on the wild pitch. 2 hits, and they leave a man. Final score, the Washington Nationals 10, the Cincinnati Reds 8. The line for the Reds is 8-9-0. The line for the Nationals is 10-15. 1 on the wild pitch. Good game. Makes the catch, he makes the catch, and a Curly W's in the books. He makes the catch, he makes the catch. Another Curly W's in the books. Yes, a Curly W is in the books. Thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight as the Nationals get a win. Nats win. My favorite part of the night, we get to put the Nats win screen on. The Nats win screen is on. Wait, did you say Twin? I can't believe how many streamers stream. A lot of people do. Did you say Twins? No, it's the same game as PS is streaming. Yeah, there's a Twins series this weekend. I'll be on for all 3 games. Season, he makes the catch. Another Curly W is in the books. Nats will win this one. Looking at it just quickly, a check at our schedule. On Wednesday will be probably be our next stream. Will be this Wednesday at noon. Then on Thursday, 8 p.m., Friday at 7 p.m., and then Friday at 8 p.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., and Sunday at 2 p.m. And then, the thing you all want, 6:50 p.m. this coming Sunday, CFL football. We got some CFL football. And then, we have some other streams, but until then, we got some preseason scheduled, some NFL season scheduled. Thank you to everyone who came into today's stream. Just to name a few names real quickly, Spaceman was here, Comas was here. There's the Victor Eagle Marika. Okay, his name is Screech. But we're going to put in the link now as we get going. I'm going to redirect you now. Thank you so much for coming. Have a good night, Comas. Have a good night to everyone who has watched tonight. Thank you for tuning in to the District Nation broadcast of Nationals Baseball. I'm going to go hungry. So, have a good night, Comas. Hope you have a great night. Let's have a good night, everybody. Hope everyone has a good night. 10-8 Nationals win. They get out of a slump. They're going to take the first one against the Reds. Tomorrow there's going to be another game, and then on Wednesday we're streaming. Thank you so much. Here's the link to Dr. Delay calling